Alrighty guys, good morning. Happy Monday to you all. Hope you guys have a wonderful day today and a wonderful day at work or school or whatever you're doing right now. I am here this morning to give you guys a little bit of a view on the tropical weather update. Things have gotten a little bit interesting regarding the latest cone here, like we were talking about. You know, I was expecting this thing to become a Category 3, if not a Category 4. We talked about that yesterday, and look what they did. They finally brought up here the system to expect it to be a Category 3 on landfall here towards Florida. Expected to be, you know, at least sustained winds of 115 with gusts up to 140. So it's going to hit pretty daggone hard. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and see who we got here for today. Let's go ahead and see. We got ourselves JW, Caden, Mark. Let's see here. We have Liam. We have, let's see here, JC. We have Black Label Express. Let's see. It sounds like a delicious breakfast. It was. It's really good. Lady Divine, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Logan, what's up? Let's see here. Dilly. We have Paul, Cameron, Ivan, Travis, Christmas. Let's see, Kai. Okay, I'm just going to call you Kai, as usual. But anyways, my friends, what's up, everybody? Once again, I hope you guys are having a great morning so far. And like I said, I hope you guys have a great day. So, here's the update. So, in terms of the current warnings, we still have those hurricane watches. I do expect those to turn to warnings here this afternoon, this evening. Across portions, obviously, as far down south as Englewood, and as far west as Apalachicola. So, here's the latest cone here. Still includes, like, St. Petersburg, still in the right side of the cone here. They actually moved out of Apalachicola. I'm pretty sure yesterday Apalachicola was included. You know, it was included here with this, you know, inside the cone of uncertainty. But as the storm's getting closer and as the models are starting to kind of, you know, agree more on this, that cone is getting more narrow. It's getting a lot more narrow, so we're kind of, you know, coming down to the wire here, you guys. So today, you know, today and early tomorrow is, like, really the times you need to prepare for it. I would honestly prepare for this today, guys. Definitely have got to be, you know, definitely have got to be looking out there for it. So we are still expecting landfall right towards the, you know, the Big Bend. That really has not changed too much. That's still pretty much the same thing. The only thing that really has kicked up is the intensity, as expected, you know, because this thing is rolling into some really hot waters. And right now, the system is a tropical storm here with sustained winds of 65. It's getting close to hurricane status. I bet you by next, possibly even by next update, this thing could be a hurricane. It's looking pretty good on the satellite. We'll take a look at it here in a minute. But sustained winds of 65 with gusts getting up to 75 right now. It's just basically just sitting and brewing in this, you know, portions of the Western Caribbean, just east of the Yucatan Peninsula and just shy to the southwest here of Cuba. We are watching this at the moment. So this thing is going to, you know, track its way up here to the north, and it is going to pick up intensity, obviously, as it works its way into warmer waters. This thing is expected to turn to a Category 2 for the afternoon of the 29th. So tomorrow afternoon, this thing's set to be right around Category 2 strength. Then obviously for 2 a.m. on the 30th, it seems like a more later landfall now. See, 2 a.m. on the 30th here, we're talking Category 3 and then making landfall kind of right around the late, I wouldn't say late morning. I'd say, kind of the middle morning, I'd say. Kind of right around sunrise or so, we'll see. We'll still work out that time. But then obviously continue to roll through. Now, here's another big thing that just popped up here. This system, guys, we are seeing it still expected to be a Category 1 as it works its way through southern Georgia. Brunswick, obviously Savannah, Hilton Head Island, obviously out there towards the Carolinas too. Charleston, Myrtle Beach. I mean, obviously some of these coastal regions throughout North, South Carolina, as well as Georgia, need to watch this because this is going to cause some problems here. For, like I said, a lot of places. So we'll definitely need to be looking out for this. So we are expecting even possibly hurricane conditions in even southern Georgia. Seems to be a pretty good possibility here. Steve says, I think Category 3 or 4 by the end. I agree with you. Like I said, personally, what I'm thinking is upper Cat 3, lower Cat 4 upon landfall. We actually mentioned that here yesterday. Before the update. Yeah, yesterday they had it at Cat 2. Now they have it at Cat 3. But I was saying I think the upper level Cat 3 is a really good bet on the system here, as well as lower Cat 4 is kind of what we are looking at overall. Now we're going to go ahead and hop you guys over here to the current satellite view, but also I want to go ahead and show you we have another storm out there. Obviously you guys probably heard of Franklin. This one's going to be cutting just north of Bermuda, going to cause some rip currents for the U.S. East Coast. Right now it's a Category 4. It's a pretty strong storm right now. This is not the one that's going to hit Florida, but remember that. There you go. Right now, this is Franklin. This is the other storm, the one that's not going to hit Florida. That's a very solid eye. It's a mean beast right now. And like I said, we are going to be seeing Idalia kind of look around the same here at some point potentially. So there you go. So there's the latest imagery from the system right here. You can obviously see we have that very broad area of low pressure right here. Low pressure. You can see obviously that southwestern movement on the left-hand side and that northern movement on the right-hand side. So you can see that counterclockwise spinning motion that's already ongoing with the system here. It's definitely getting a little bit organized, you could say. Continuing to get a lot of convective bursts right there towards the center. We have a really good, we have a good structure to the storm right now. And you can see just a big blob of convection that's ongoing here. A lot of rapid intensification is ongoing here as it's just sitting in warm waters, about 30 degrees Celsius waters, which is, definitely pretty daggone warm. These tropical systems love it. They really love, having those warm waters down there. Let's see here. Franklin's eye from satellite was looking gorgeous, by the way, to be honest. Yeah, it does. It looks like a beautiful system, but honestly, we know very well on the inside of it, it's not beautiful. But yeah, no, it's definitely, pretty cool, pretty good looking eye there. Pretty cool looking system. But like I said, obviously, they are beautiful, but they are destructive, unfortunately. Sometimes beauty comes with destruction, as some may know. So, all right, we're going to go and hop you all over here to the models now. We're going to go ahead and switch over here. Let's see. So there we go. So we're going to hop over to the models. I'm going to show you guys the latest models. Well, I'll just let you all see for yourselves here. So we're going to start off with the HWRF model. Systems expected to rapidly intensify. Expected to possibly become a hurricane as it passes through western Cuba. Continues to track its way down, obviously rolling into some cooler waters and completely strengthening. Look at this. According to the HWRF on the latest model here, we're talking, literally the pressure upon landfall. This is kind of showing around 11 a.m. landfall here, as you guys can see in the top left. But yeah, 11 a.m. landfall. We're talking about 930s millibars, according to this here, with a very solid, pretty solid eye on the system. You can see working its way. This model has it going more inland than a lot of the other models do. You'll notice that whenever we look more at the models here. It's definitely, it's definitely looking a little ferocious according to this model here. Let's see here. The winds out of this here. Yeah, the wind fields are ridiculous. So he's showing 115 knots. I'm going to bring over this panel here. I'm going to pull up my converter here. So knots to miles an hour, so 115 knots, according to this model, will be 132 miles an hour, which unfortunately that will make it a Category 4, according to this model here. I'm going to go and show you guys real quickly. So here is the Saffir-Simpson scale. Let's see here. All right, so there you go. All right, so that right there is the Safford-Simpson scale. So you can actually see here, that model was showing 130, 132 actually. That would be right around Cat 4 according to this in particular model here. So this model definitely does support the kind of more of a worst case scenario type of ordeal. Once again, expecting landfall out of this guy right around 11 a.m. or so. Let's see. I'm seeing the models tracking more east. Is that the Everglades area? So this model, like I said, this one seems to be one of the ones that goes more west than the particular models. We'll look at the spaghetti plots here in a second. It looks like they're, maybe slightly riding a little bit more closer to the east, but it looks like the same landfall areas as expected. Once again, right in these areas here is, where more than likely this thing's going to be making landfall. Obviously across portions of, the Big Bend area and that little cove region. Kind of what we're looking at. What's up, Penny? Hope you're doing good. Good morning to you. And but yeah, like I said, this model definitely does take it a little bit aggressive. Let's go and take a look at the HMON. This is another model here. We're going to bring this back over to Idalia. I think it's pronounced Idalia. It has Ida in its name, and I don't like that. Have you thought of that? The I names are the ones that are bad, it seems. It always seems like the I names. You got Irma, Ian, Ida. It's like a lot of the nasty ones start with I. Anyways, but yeah, we have our way. It's an HMOM. Obviously, this model has it rapidly undergoing strengthening too. Obviously, possibly hurricane by the time it reaches western Cuba. Rapid intensification as it works its way towards the the Florida coast here. This one also has it kind of in the same spot as the HWRF model overall. This one definitely does have it being pretty daggone strong as well. This one shows 112 knots just before landfall, so that would be converted, let's see here, 112 knots. That would be converted to, 128. So that would be upper level Category 3. Like I was saying in my forecast here yesterday, I'm expecting this thing to be like upper level Cat 3, lower level Cat 4 potentially. I think that's a good possibility. Now, for the people who's thinking it's going to be a Cat 5, I'm very unlikely. I think it's very unlikely that this thing will be a Cat 5, but I think it definitely could be a Category 4. I definitely think that is a possibility. Cat 3, upper level Cat 3, Cat 4, really good possibility, so that's something we need to look out for. Regardless, we need to watch this one closely, okay? Regardless of whatever category it is, we are expecting catastrophic impacts out of this system, unfortunately. Across portions, along the Big Bend area. Like I said, mostly east of Panama City. We figured that out with the latest model runs and all that stuff. Mostly east of Panama City. It's not saying that Panama City won't get any impacts out of this. You'll probably definitely feel some winds out there, but the central point, the eye or the center of the storm is going to be east of that. So that's the HMON. Let's go and hop over to another one. Now, these are the crazy models, HAFS. I've usually seen them as the crazy models. Let's see here. So, yep, hurricane as it passes western Cuba rapidly intensifies as it works its way towards the U.S. East Coast. Now, I actually think this is a valid response from this model. I mean, it looks pretty like a pretty solid run here. But this model has it making landfall right around 8 a.m. So, like I said, the timing we're expecting morning landfall. Kind of late morning as of right now. So, obviously, this could definitely change here. Let's see here. Let's see. Devin says, excellent reporting, great graphics. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So I bet you $50 Cash App, it'll be Cat 5, says James. I'm not going to bet on the hurricane. We just need to make sure y'all are preparing for this. That's all we need to do. Anyways, but this model in particular has this thing, let's see here. Just before landfall, right at 102 knots. So this one's a little bit lower than the other models, but still, let's see here. That's still 117 miles an hour, according to this model. That would be 117, so that would be, Cat 3, which, like I said, right now, Category 3 is expected out of the system. That's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. Thank you for the updates. You're very welcome, Lacey. You're very, very welcome. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. We're going to be doing more updates today anyways, too. We're going to be doing an update, obviously, this morning. I'm going to probably get some rest, and then I'll do another one. I already slept, but I'm just going to get a little nap in so I can probably cover this a lot later today. Like we did yesterday here. But overall, we'll definitely be here for it. Let's see here. What does the center eye look like for this one? Wow. Yeah, this is a little interesting. So, like I said, according to the latest cone here, we're going to hop you guys back over here to the cone here. That's Franklin. That's not that's not Idalia. So whenever it comes to it, like I said, right now, this thing's approaching Cat 1. I mean, it's already getting pretty daggone strong here. We're talking sustained winds right now of around 65 miles per hour with gusts getting up to right around 75, okay? Passing western Cuba as a Cat 1 expected to. It's supposed to be a Category 1 hurricane by this afternoon. Within the next 5 hours or so, there's a good shot that this thing will be a Category 1 hurricane. So it's expected to be a hurricane today. Remember yesterday's forecast, the Hurricane Center was showing it's going to be a hurricane tomorrow morning. I told y'all that it would be today, because honestly, after all the amount of activity, all the quick amount of strengthening from this system, just sitting in that pool of warm water, it has picked up a lot of intensity, and it's going to continue to as it tracks its way to the north here. We are expecting this thing to transition into a Category 2 from the Hurricane Center here right around 2 p.m., so in the afternoon here for tomorrow afternoon. And obviously, like I said, getting close to Florida as a Cat 3 here for basically the morning of the 30th. That's when you're going to really start to feel it, is the late 29th into the early 30th. Into the morning of the 30th here is where you're going to really feel it. And then obviously making landfall, according to the Hurricane Center, as a Category 3. Like I said, I think possible Cat 4 could be a good possibility. I'm thinking upper level Cat 3, lower end Cat 4 as of right now. Like I said, obviously whenever it comes to the, making landfall, this thing's still set to be a hurricane from the Hurricane Center here as it works its way into even southern Georgia. So, like I said, it's not just Florida that needs to watch out. Obviously, Florida's going to take the blow. It's going to take the most of the blunt here, most of the blunt force. But obviously, it's going to track its way into Georgia as well. It's going to track its way into Georgia, and obviously Georgia is going to be feeling this effects pretty daggone strong as well for the southeastern side more specifically. So obviously the coastlines like Savannah, Brunswick, St. Mary's area, got to keep an eye out there for this, because this is going to cause some coastal issues too out there. Anyways, but then turn into a tropical storm, very strong tropical storm still as it rolls through South Carolina, so like Hilton Head Island, Charleston, Myrtle Beach. Got to watch out for this guy as well. Then it kicks its way back out into the back out in the sea here, and according to that, it's supposed to slightly weaken. The models the Hurricane Center yesterday said it could potentially strengthen as it works its way back out to sea. We'll see about that. No pun intended. We'll see about that. Just to see how this this thing responds to landfall. So we'll have to definitely watch out for that. Let's see here. I heard the supermoon when it hits. Yes, there's going to be a supermoon whenever this thing does make whenever this does make landfall here. So that could be a problem with those tidal forces as well. High tide, obviously bring in storm surge as well. We'll get to the peak. We'll get to the storm surge in a second here, y'all. But then we have one more model, actually a couple more models to look at really quickly. HAFSB. This was another one. Yeah, this guy's pretty brutal. This model doesn't really show the eye forming, but I'm pretty confident that the eye is going to be showing up on this storm here at some point. I think still, regardless, shows a really powerful hurricane, though. Let's see, 943 millibars. That's very low pressure. Let's see, 107 knots. Wow, 119 knots just before landfall. That would be Category 4, y'all. Let's see, 119 knots. That's 136 sustained winds, according to this model here, before landfall. Which, that would be, what would we say, 130? 136, yes. So 136, yeah, that would be within kind of lower level Category 4. So, like I said, for the people who's wondering, and if you're scared, like I said, if it's going to be a possibly, Category 5, I don't really think so. There's really not many models that support that at all right now. Like I said, once again, I'm kind of anticipating it being, upper Cat 3, lower Cat 4. That's kind of the range I'm seeing, what I've been seeing here for the last day or so. So that's kind of what we're looking at, but still, yeah, keeping its shape out there. And, it looks like, like I said, we'll have to definitely watch it. It could undergo some redevelopment as it works its way back into the Atlantic here, but we'll see. Let's see here. Ocala resident here, thank you for covering this past few days. I have severe storm anxiety, and see here, I am more than ready to bunker down as tomorrow. That is good. That's good, Nathan. That is really, really good. And, I'm glad to see that you are preparing for this, and you are very welcome, my friend. Like I said, I care about y'all. I want you guys to be safe out there. And like I said, today's the day to prepare, okay? So make sure you put that to your list, guys. Put that to the list. Like I said, make sure you get a couple cases of water today. Get some non-perishable foods to last you about a week or so. Obviously, like I said, don't be stealing all the water now, okay? So don't give anybody else not a chance to get water. You got to stock up on some water here. Like I said, we're talking, maybe 1 to 2 cases, depending on how many family members you have in your family. That's going to be with you. 1 to 2 cases for a couple people should be pretty good to last you a little bit. So, obviously that's that. So, once again, got to keep it out there. Got to get ready for it. Fill up your gas tanks today. If you live across the Big Bend here, like I said, including Ocala. Ocala needs to watch out for this here. So, definitely need to look out there for that there. So, once again, let's see here. So, that goes back to Nathan. So, yeah, you're in Ocala, my friend. Like I said, obviously, yeah, you're going to be cutting it pretty close to the storm here, right on the nasty side of the storm. You definitely need to look out there for it overall. Let's see here. Big Fish says, you show great detail. Really good work. Thank you so much, Big Fish. It's very greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet. And, yeah, it's very, very nice of you. I appreciate it, guys. Like I said, we're just looking out for you. Definitely just looking out there for you. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and pull up the spaghetti models. And then we'll look at the forecast for rainfall. The rainfall forecast has exploded since yesterday. We'll definitely need to be... definitely need to be looking out there for that one. Absolutely. So let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys. The latest spaghetti models. They're actually a lot more agreeing than they were kind of yesterday. You can see how, cram-packed they are together here, right there as it approaches the Big Bend. The models are doing pretty good. Once again, we are focusing landfall right on the Big Bend, that little cove area there. That is where we are expecting, the system to make landfall. Once again, that's kind of what we've been seeing here for the last couple of days. The models really haven't changed too much in terms of where landfall was ultimately expected to be. We figured that out a couple days ago. That obviously, the Big Bend area is where we are expecting this thing to, get into the region of, landfall here. So that's that. So... definitely need to look out for it. Thank you so much for the info. See here, Bradenton here, but nowhere near the coast. So I just worry about the winds. Yeah, mostly if you're inland, I would worry about if you're in a low-lying area. I wouldn't worry about it, but I would be concerned about it. If you're in a low-lying area, I would obviously try to find somewhere a little higher, because like I said, there's gonna be some flooding with this event here too, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now. Like I said, according to the latest Weather Prediction Center outlook here regarding the rainfall, it's pretty brutal. It is pretty brutal. I'm going to go and show you guys this real quick. So here's the latest graphic here from the Weather Prediction Center. So we're still expecting about 6 to 10 inches of rainfall to occur, basically just now east of Tallahassee. This was for Tallahassee, but now obviously since the track has shifted maybe ever so slightly to the east here, the amount of rainfall, obviously, the heaviest stuff has moved its way more to the east here. So, like I said, out there for the Big Bend, right upon landfall, we're expecting about 6 to 10 inches, which definitely is a, kind of a problem here. And like I said, even for places, along the Carolina coasts, that could be possible too, up in, North and South Carolina. We're talking maybe up to 6 to 10 inches. That's a good possibility. A lot of rainfall is expected with this system as well. Orlando, that's really been an upgrade too. So like I said, yesterday it was showing 1 to 2 inches. Now it's showing 2 to 4 inches of rainfall there towards Orlando. Like I said, maybe an ever so slightly east track could be slowing down a little bit too even. That could also lead to some of those higher totals. But look at this. For the Tampa Bay area now, we're talking 6 to 10 inches as well. 6 to 10 inches of rainfall being possible. Let's see here. Wendy says doing a great job. Thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. Appreciate it. Like I said, thank you guys. But like I said, yeah, Tampa Bay, obviously St. Petersburg area, we're talking, wow, good amount of rainfall possibly out there as well. We need to be paying attention to. Now, when it comes to surging, like I said, surging is a big issue as well. Tampa Bay, about 4 to 7 foot of surges expected. Obviously, for the area of landfall, we're expecting about 7 to 11 feet of surging being a problem. That's a lot of surging. That could definitely bring a lot of heavy impacts out there. So we'll definitely need to be, preparing for that, especially if you live near the coastlines. Make sure that you are ready for it, okay? As you're going to definitely need to be. Let's see here. Awesome reporting. While we get water, you need to stock up on coffee. Says Cameron. I hear you. Yep. That I do need to. Definitely do need to be stocking up on the snacks for whenever I cover this here, y'all. We're going to be live during this as well. So like I said, obviously I'll walk you guys through this as the storm is impacting Florida. And obviously the surrounding areas like, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina too. Let's see here. Hello from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Worried about the storm surge with the full moon. So yeah, Myrtle Beach, like I said, obviously you're not going to get it as heavily as, obviously, like I said, Florida. But you're going to probably get some, definitely some pretty strong winds, I'd say, out there towards Myrtle Beach, possibly. You're on, quote unquote, the clean side of the system. Like I said, basically on the left-hand side, that's where the winds are not as crazy, but they're still very strong, don't get me wrong, but on the right-hand side, that's where you have your strongest winds, and that's also where you have the shot here for a couple of isolated tornadoes. We call these cyclone-induced tornadoes. So basically on the right-hand side of the tropical cyclone, just if you look at the eye, to the east of the eye, that whole area on the eastern flank, that is where there's a couple tornadoes being possible. I hate to say it, but it's definitely going to be a possibility. Let's see here. So I think we actually have an outlook here. Yep. Holy cow. You know what? Tomorrow, we could even have some tornadoes starting tomorrow in Florida, according to the latest Storm Prediction Center outlook. Look at this. So SPC, we have a slight risk level 2 severe weather threat. So if I look at tornado probability, we have a 5% chance for tornadoes out there towards Tampa, St. Pete, Gainesville, Clearwater. Let's see, Spring Hill, sorry, not Springfield, Spring Hill. So we're definitely talking, once again, a couple tornadoes starting as early as tomorrow. We'll probably get a watch. Usually for 5%, they usually do issue tornado watches. So if we live out across the western side, I would not be surprised if tomorrow, as some of those outer bands start to wrap its way into Florida here, would not be surprised if, obviously, we did get a tornado watch and maybe a couple spin-up tornadoes. Obviously, the heaviest is going to be here for pretty much late tomorrow into early Wednesday. So we'll have to definitely look out for that. Let's see here. Is the wind shear and the dry air coming from the north kind of making sure it doesn't go crazy? I think it's more of a speed thing. I feel like it's going too fast. I mean, not really. It's not going super, super fast, don't say. But, I mean, it's moving faster than average, I'd say, which obviously, it's going to be limited to the amount of time it's going to be strengthening in these really hot waters. Like I said, right now it's in some pretty hot waters, right? But it's expected to get even near some hotter waters as it tracks its way towards the western side of Florida here. So, let's see here. Jax Beach looks rough. Yeah, Jacksonville, like I said, Jacksonville's got to watch this, possibly hurricane conditions. Right now, there's no hurricane watches for Jacksonville, but I would honestly assume that they're going to be issuing those eventually at some point because, according to the latest cone here, we're still talking a Cat 1 as it rolls its way even into southern Georgia. So, this thing's not supposed to die out like immediately. I mean, it's gonna lose a lot of strength as it makes landfall. Don't get me wrong, but it's still gonna remain a hurricane all throughout Florida, which is gonna be kind of a problem. So yeah, definitely if you live out there towards Jacksonville, I mean, seriously, definitely watch out for it. I mean, at this point, in southern Georgia, right next to Brunswick, Kingsland, this thing is forecasted to be once again kind of a lower level Category 1 hurricane, lower level Cat 1. With sustained winds, constant winds of 75, with gusts getting up to 90. Hurricane party. I hear ya. And if I was down there, I'd be having a hurricane party, but obviously being safe too, prepared for it. Like I said, y'all better prepare for it today. That's what we're saying. Like I said, not trying to spread any fear or anything. Like I said, I'm just trying to make sure y'all are, in well-being and make sure that you guys are obviously ready for this. Because, like I said, we care about y'all. Really do. I just want to make sure you guys are being safe out there, Let's see here. What's the probability of the storm turning east in the Cape Coral area? Is very unlikely. Very unlikely. It's going to mostly remain to the north. Once again, I'm very confident that this thing's going to remain its same course. I think it's going to remain somewhere within here of landfall. Like I said, at absolute far to the east, that landfall is possible. We're talking like St. Petersburg. And as far to the west here right now, we're talking like, St. Mark's, essentially. What's up, Jesse? Hope you're doing good. See here, people know Cat 1 is nothing. Absolutely, yeah. Floridians are used to Cat 1s, but like I said, this is not going to be a Cat 1 on landfall, okay? This thing's going to be a Cat 3 on landfall, if not a Cat 4 on landfall. Like I said, I'm personally thinking, like upper level Cat 3, lower level Cat 4 being a good possibility here. So, definitely got to be preparing for it. Like I said, today's the day to prepare for it because we're going to start to feel the effects tomorrow with the system here. Let's see here. Won't come more south because of the high pressure system east of Florida, right? What do you mean more south? You mean like the cone coming more down here? No, it shouldn't. It should remain right around where it's at right now. Let's see here. Don't worry, says, I'm glad I found this because I was looking for news during the storm. I live in Tampa. Will I be covering this throughout the storm? Of course. Yep, I always cover these systems whenever there's, landfall. So I'm going to be live during this storm here, obviously, for Wednesday morning, maybe even late Tuesday, late tomorrow. So yeah, no, we'll be covering this late tomorrow maybe. I think I'm going to start probably early Wednesday. I'm going to get some sleep like tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to try to go to bed a little early tomorrow so that I can, be up for coverage throughout the entire process or most of the process here of it making landfall. Let's see here. But yeah, so stay safe out there. Don't worry. Like I said, obviously, as your name says, don't worry. Just be prepared. That's all we ask of you guys. Like I said, just make sure that y'all are obviously, paying attention. Once again, like I said, have a couple cases of water, so you have some water, as well as, some non-perishable foods, because like I said, expect the power outages to go, okay? Like I said, that's almost a mathematical certainty at this point, that we're going to be seeing power outages, due to the strong winds, the surging, the flooding, all that stuff. We're likely going to see this. So yeah, like I said, just definitely, guys, please be on the lookout for it. Let's see here. Penny says, my daughter dodged the bullet. She's way down south. Well, that's good. That's good. Let's see here. Depends on when Wednesday. I might let Kala take her science geography lessons with you, Andrew. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be hitting, once again, the models are kind of ranging right now. On the time of landfall. Once again, some of them show like 8 a.m. and other ones show kind of near noon. I'm expecting like kind of maybe middle morning is kind of what seems to be the good probable, the best probable outlook here. Anyways, but we're going to work our way over here to the rainfall again, y'all. So here is the latest information on the rainfall. They actually just updated that. Look at that. So that is the latest and greatest outlook here from the Weather Prediction Center. Like I said, guys, this is the rainfall we're expecting right now, but just know this could easily change. Obviously, with the with the speed of the system, how fast it's moving, with the strength of the system, how strong it is, and obviously, other factors as well. Will determine how much rainfall. So just expect this to change, okay? But right now, at the moment, we're expecting, across the orange areas here, about 6 to 10 inches of rainfall, even out there towards St. Petersburg, maybe there towards Tampa Bay. So we're talking, 6 to 10 inches being possible. Lakeland, Lakeland, Florida, out there in Polk County. My brother lives there, and a lot of people know about Lakeland. We're talking Lakeland around, 4 to 6 inches. Being a good possibility out there for some rainfall. Even Orlando got an uptrend here in the latest run. Like I said, obviously since yesterday's live stream we did from last night. Last night's live stream, we were talking about, the potential of rainfall. We were talking 1 to 2 inches of rain. And like I said, now it's got upgraded. Now it's got upgraded for Orlando, kind of around 2 to 4 inches. So it looks like, could get some more rain out there. So definitely got to be watching out for it. And like I said, with these systems, there's something we called, cyclone-induced tornadoes. Like I said, there's something we call cyclone-induced tornadoes. So a couple spin-up tornadoes on those inner and outer bands of the storm will be possible. Will definitely be possible. They shouldn't be long-tracked, really. They should just be like, brief spin-ups. So like I said, typically with these systems, they don't last too long, the tornadoes, but just know there's a shot for a couple tornadoes, okay? I live in the Plant City area. Oh, wow, so you're right next to Lakeland. I know exactly where that's at. It's cool. I think Plant City's just to the left of Lakeland, not far. Gotcha. Yeah, so you need to keep an eye out there for it, my friend. Definitely need to be watching it. So the flooding risk, speaking of, flooding and all that, the risk that we have out here, we are talking, at least a 40% chance of flooding concerns for these areas in the red. This even goes up to coastal Carolinas. Watch out for, at least a 40% chance of flooding occurring within 25 miles. So for example, within 25 miles of your location, there is at least a 40% chance across the red of seeing flooding somewhere in that region. It doesn't have to be over you, but it could be somewhere around you, if not over you. So like I said, it's at least a 40% chance of flooding every 25 miles that makes up this red area. Still a slight chance for flooding across the obviously the areas here in the yellow, I mean, even down up into portions of like eastern Tennessee. I mean, we could get some rain up there as well potentially. Not really any much winds up there, obviously, because it's still a little too far away from it. But like I said, we could probably still see some, maybe a little bit of flooding potential out of this. Let's see here. 15 to 20 feet of surges. Nah, that's not what we're looking at right now. We're talking 7 to 11 feet right now. The latest forecast from the surges from the Hurricane Center here has the area of landfall, right there for the cove, the Big Bend. We're talking, 7 to 11 feet. I saw 9 for a second. So 7 to 11 feet of surges is expected. Tampa Bay, like I said, Tampa Bay, St. Pete area. Still a decent amount of surges being expected here, 4 to 7 foot, as well as obviously I said, south of that towards, let's see, where are some of those other areas down there? Yeah, let's say Sarasota. That's right, Sarasota. Those regions out there still could actually see some, surging being a possibility out there of 2 to 4 feet. So that's that. How will the full moon affect the hurricane? So that's the thing. It looks like that full moon or the super moon could cause some problems. Obviously some tidal issues, which could allow for the water to be higher than normal. Plus with the surges, not going to be good. Not going to be good. Let's see here. Any storm surge in Clearwater? Yes. Yeah. Clearwater is going to be right around the kind of around the 6 to 9 foot region. Kind of right in here, just near northwest of Tampa for the most part. Yeah, you're in the orange region. Up to 9 feet of surges is possible. So definitely got to be looking out there for Clearwater. That's for sure. Here's the current wind speed probabilities regarding the system. Obviously, we have Franklin out there too. Currently a Cat 4 hurricane. Franklin is. Obviously, this system, Idalia, is currently a tropical storm, strong tropical storm, expected to be a hurricane here later on this afternoon today. Obviously, even portions of, central, kind of north central side of Florida could experience some tropical storm force winds. That's your probability marker right now. Obviously, the closer the system gets, the more increased likelihood that's going to be. Hurricane wind speed probability is drastically increasing across the coastlines out there, the Big Bend. So, got to keep an eye out there for that, 100%. So, be careful out there, you guys. Let's see here. I'm going to be outside yelling at the storm. Dude, honestly, I would be doing some crazy stuff too with the storm. I've always loved tropical systems. Not that they cause damage or anything. Obviously, I hate that part, but just being in them. Yeah, I was down in Florida with my brother because my brother lives down there. I have family that lives in Florida, and I was there for Hurricane Nicole last year. It wasn't too crazy. Nicole was nothing really too bad for me, anyways. I was in Lakeland, so I got some of the tropical storm effects out of it. But yeah, I was out at like 5 a.m. recording it and stuff. What about Georgia? The path should be prepared. So yeah, southern Georgia needs to monitor this because, like I said, according to the latest Hurricane Center outlook here, we are expecting this thing to remain some strength and potentially still be a, still be a Category 1 right here for southern Georgia. So Brunswick, obviously the coastal areas here as well. Some surging could be possible. So for example, like I said, these systems rotate counterclockwise. So basically, for example, the system's going to be right here, that low pressure. So basically, the way this works is that these systems rotate counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere. So obviously, this is kind of the way the winds are going to be turning. So obviously, we're going to have some of the water being pushed up against the shore. Some surging still could be possible. Still could be possible here. Across portions of, coastal Georgia, coastal South Carolina, and even North Carolina potentially could see some surging as well out of this. Obviously more mild versus, areas will obviously, right in the expected landfall area. It's going to be more milder than that for sure, but something to watch out for. And even rip currents. So like I said, obviously as this system pulls away, so, for example, once the storm gets up here, the winds are going to be kind of pulling away from the coastline, as you can tell. So all that water that was pushed inland is going to kind of recede back because obviously the winds are kind of pulling and changing directions and pulling all that water back out to sea. So obviously that's going to be causing, some rip current issues in terms of, surf. So if you don't go out on the beach after the system, got to wait a little bit. Like I said, even rip current problems from Franklin is going to be a problem, a big concern. Franklin's still a beast. Franklin's a beast of a hurricane too. And expected to go, right here, here's Bermuda. Expected to, pass between the United States and Bermuda. Not going to impact these areas too heavily, obviously regarding, direct impacts, but we're going to be feeling the surges from Franklin as well. So the waters are going to get a little rough for this next week. So definitely, if you're planning to go surfing and stuff, I would hold back. or to the beach, I should say. I would hold back for sure. Let's see here. It would be really cool if the hurricane just stayed out at sea so we can study them without harm to people. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to be possible. Like I said, the waters are just so warm with this system. It's just going to allow it to just marinate, essentially. Right now, it's marinating throughout, eastern Yucatan and the western side of Cuba. I mean, it's just marinating right now, sitting in a big pool of warm oceanic waters. And obviously, those surface, temperatures are pretty daggone warm. And they're going to be warmer the more north it goes. So that's going to lead to some rapid development. Like I said, there's tons of moisture in this system. There's a lot of, a big lack of wind shear, which is good. So winds pushing against the storm are pretty weak, meaning that it won't be able to shred apart as easily. Obviously, if you have strong winds venting right at a hurricane, so say you have strong winds going right at the hurricane, that would cause it to shred apart and weaken really quickly. The winds that are not a part of the hurricane, I should say. But that's not going to be an issue. The storm should be in pretty calm winds here. Let's see here. The sucker's going to turn east earlier. They all do. Tampa. Need to watch out. Yeah, well, the models right now are not really supporting that. I mean, obviously, like I said, I would prepare if you're across the Big Bend. Like I said, that's the area that we're seeing right now. That's the area we've been seeing for the last 3 days is for the Big Bend here. I mean, like I said, obviously the models, believe it or not, the models track has been pretty daggone good. For the pretty solid, for the last 3 days or so. In which, yeah, I'm very confident on the fact it's going to remain at its current state, considering how long it's already been there. I mean, we're getting closer to the event horizon here. We're getting real close to the event horizon here. So, obviously, like I said, the models are very tight together, and they're very, much in agreement right now that the fact it's going to hit the Big Bend right there for the, essentially right there for that cove area, or the Big Bend, we call it. Let's see here. Golden Arrow says, please like and share, guys. Like I said, yeah, we don't ask much on this channel, guys, but if you guys could, maybe leave a like. Be greatly appreciated. Helps the algorithm, helps the YouTube algorithm gets that word out there and helps, share this. So if you guys could, be greatly appreciated. Help out lives and stuff. Let's see. Paul says every model has been wrong in the past few years. Yeah, I mean, I can understand how you'd think that, but the models have been getting better. They definitely have been getting better. Obviously, from what some storms have done and shifted east does not mean this one will, because all the environment around this hurricane's different than what it was for these past systems, if that makes sense. So just because those ones did doesn't mean this one will, right? So, like I said, obviously we have other systems that were influenced by high and low pressure systems. I mean, like I said, it's always a different scenario. The weather is never the same for, like I said, for every system here. I wonder if I actually have to evacuate this DJ. In South Carolina, I'm going off your name, or off your profile image. If I recall, you're in South Carolina. I don't think South Carolina needs to evacuate here. I mean, obviously, if you live across the coast, I would pay attention to it. Once again, some mild surging seems to be a good possibility. So we'll definitely need to be, watching out for this one. Obviously, if you across the Carolinas and portions here of obviously coastal Georgia too. But like I said, obviously the worst of it's going to be right across the Big Bend here. And once again, the cone of uncertainty goes as far east as like St. Pete area, St. Petersburg. So basically where the center of the storm could go as far east as St. Petersburg, or as far to the west here as, like I said, St. Mark's area. It's kind of, where we're expecting. So obviously the middle point is right in here. And as you've seen from the spaghetti models there, I mean, we're literally seeing the heaviest is right in there. Let's see here. How's it looking for Southeast Alabama? This should not really cause too many issues for Southeast Alabama. I mean, obviously, you're probably going to get a little gusty winds out of it. It's a good possibility. Maybe a little bit of rainfall. But overall, yeah, nothing along these standards of like what we're going to feel out here in Florida. So, let's see. This will be my first hurricane, says Chrissy. Oh, gotcha. Well, stay safe out there, Chrissy. Like I said, just make sure you guys are getting prepared for this today. Today's like your last full day to prepare for this, because tomorrow night we're going to start to really feel the effects of this storm here. Into, obviously, Monday morning is the worst of it. So, like I said, definitely need to be... definitely need to be watching out for this and preparing for it. Like I said, obviously, get a couple cases of water. Don't hog the entire store. Obviously give other people a chance of getting water. So don't steal it all. Just grab like 1 or 2 cases. Obviously, grab yourself, some non-perishable foods. Because like I said, expect power outages to occur because, strong winds, flooding, all that stuff's going to be kind of an issue. So like I said, obviously, don't steal it all from everybody, but just keep an eye on it, okay? And keep an eye on the system. We definitely need to be looking out for it. But like I said, non-perishable foods, like I said, power outages will be a likelihood, and will probably cause some of your food in your fridge to spoil, unfortunately. Let's see here. What are the chances of further west? Let's see here. So further west, I would personally say it's pretty low. Overall. See, it said it could because of wind shear or something. There's not much wind shear that's going to be affecting this storm. There's going to be a little bit of a jet to the west of the system, but it should not cause any problems for the system. Yeah, it shouldn't. Let's see here. If I was there, I'd be a nervous wreck with my storm anxiety, says Lone. Yeah, I got you. Like I said, obviously, I understand how this is a little fearful to some people. I get it. Like I said, obviously, don't panic. I get it's a little intimidating and a little crazy. But like I said, we'll get through this together. Like I said, I'm not going to leave you guys alone with this system. I'm going to be watching it every step of the way. Obviously, we've been monitoring this for the last 3 days. So I will, be watching this, okay? I will definitely be watching this one closely. And like I said, I'll be doing live reporting, too, whenever the system is making landfall. So you guys have somewhere to go, obviously, to watch this as it makes landfall. Like I said, I will be here for you guys to make sure that, you guys are aware of the situation, okay? Like I said, that's what matters, is that you guys are being safe. Let's see, I'm having a lot of people in Georgia. Yeah, so Georgia's got to watch it too, because like I said, according to the latest cone here, we are expecting, like I said, this thing to potentially still remain a hurricane even into southern Georgia. Sustained winds of around 75 with gusts getting up to right around 90 being possible. Right around 90 being possible. Let's see. How are we supposed to fly to Orlando tomorrow around 12:55 p.m.? Do I think it'll happen, or is it better to cancel? So Orlando is going to have some impacts with the system as well. Like I said, right now, out of the system, with the rainfall, that's kind of the big thing for Orlando, I think, is the rain potential. Out of some of those, kind of outer bands, we could see some accumulations up to right around 4 inches. Could be possible, up to 4 inches of rainfall in some of those bands, could be possible overall. So some flooding in those low-lying areas could be an issue for, obviously, Orlando. Got to keep an eye out there for it. The winds, like I said, there's a shot we could get some tropical storm winds up here in Orlando. Right now, it's about a 30 to 40% chance probability that we'll see tropical storm force conditions, which obviously it's not full-on hurricane force for Orlando, but still, even tropical storms can cause some issues. Let's see. Am I coastal Florida golf? Who, me? No, I'm actually here in Kentucky. My family lives in Florida. I'm actually working on moving with my brother right now down to Florida, because like my family lives down there, my girlfriend lives down there, everybody lives down there. So I'm going to be moving down to Florida here in the next 2 months. Yep, like I said, obviously, have a lot of family down there, so I'm going to be with them, which means I'll get to ride out these storms as well. I was actually down here, during Nicole as well last year. Let's see here. Do I think it's going to be, Michael says, I think it's going to be Cat 4 or 5, the water this hot. So, in the end, it does not strictly rely straight up just to the water. Obviously, yes, it's a really good component, but just know there's other factors that come into play, not just the surface temperature of the ocean. Like I said, obviously forward speed, wind shear, moisture, that all plays a role as well. So, like I said, obviously, it's not all... Like I said, it's not all essentially, just reliant on the surface temperatures. If it was, then yeah, this would go off the charts, but it's not. So, like I said, it does have a good shot at rapidly intensifying because there's a lot of moisture, lack of wind shear, which is good. And this will allow it to pick up some intensity. And like I said, right now the cone has this thing being a Cat 3 upon landfall. Once again, we were expecting this a couple days ago. Upper Cat 3, lower Cat 4 is what we're talking about. Will Winter Haven get storm effects? Absolutely. Yeah, Winter Haven will feel it. Winter Haven's actually just to the east of Lakeland. Like I said, my brother lives in Lakeland. You're actually under tropical storm watch, meaning tropical storm conditions are possible. Out there in your region, though, like I said, with the potential for flooding and stuff, I mean, you got a good shot at maybe seeing up to 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, potentially. It's a possibility. Let's see here. See, I love Kentucky. Yeah, I've been in Kentucky so I have family up here, too. I grew up in Virginia. I live in Kentucky now, and I'm going to move to Florida, so. Let's see here. I'm in Panama City. What's the worst we can expect so far? So, the cone is now east of Panama City. So, I'm not personally expecting any hurricane conditions in Panama City, but it could definitely get pretty windy. Also, the amount of rainfall, rainfall could be a good possibility out of the system. Nothing extremely crazy, but, at most 2 to 4 inches is kind of what we're looking at. So, cone of uncertainty is a good idea, but prediction landfall makes people terrified. Yeah, they move a lot. I get it. Yeah, I do. But like I said, with this system in particular, I mean, like I said, the models, they're pretty tight on a, landfall spot. And, like I said, obviously these are all the main hurricane models here, and you can see they're very compacted together, meaning that there's a lot of agreement between the models here, occurring right there for the Big Bend, right there for that little cove, obviously. So yeah, no, it's been that way for the last couple of days too. So it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid on its track here. Let's see here. From Clearwater along the bay, what can I expect? So surging is going to be an issue out there towards Clearwater. Obviously, like I said, out there towards the Tampa Bay, we're expecting like 4 to 7 foot of storm surge. Clearwater, I believe, is slightly north of Tampa. Let's see here. Did I accidentally close my program? I think I did. So let's see here. So Clearwater is north of Tampa, if I remember correctly. Okay, so just to the west of Tampa. Gotcha. So back over here to the surges and stuff. So the surges is supposed to be, once again, right between essentially 4 and 7 foot of surging. So that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue, especially for the coastline. Obviously, 6 to 10 inches of rainfall is kind of expected here too. So got to look out there for that rainfall potential. And overall, yeah, that's kind of your main thing. Like I said, obviously the system's going to be getting close. I mean, Clearwater's still in the cone of uncertainty, so direct landfall is still not ruled out. So we'll definitely need to be, watching out for your area as well. I mean, like I said, I would personally take precautions if I were you. Like I said, obviously I would, go out, get a couple cases of water. Obviously, get yourself some non-perishable foods and stuff like that. Like I said, obviously, we're going to be here for you guys. Let's see here. David says, first time watching your channel, and I like it a lot. Thank you so much. See, I'm in the Tampa area. I'm a professional meteorologist. You're very good. I've been studying the field of meteorology for about 5 to 7 years. Although I don't have my degree, I've been, talking to meteorologists. I'm actually good friends with a couple of meteorologists, especially out there towards DC. I'm actually good friends with a lot of meteorologists. So, I mean, like I said, in my spare time, I've been studying meteorology. So I know very close to what a meteorologist would know. So, I've been doing this. I have tons of experience with it. I didn't just start like a year ago or anything. I didn't just start and just kind of throw into it, as some people would probably think. But no, actually, I've been doing this for quite a few years. Let's see here. On the edge of Port Charlotte. Let's see here. Into Northport. Let's see here. I'm going to bring up Port Charlotte here. So, for Port Charlotte, obviously, yeah, so you're in that, you're right, you're barely, I mean, like I said, just to your north out there towards Englewood, or to your west, I guess, we have hurricane watches, meaning hurricane conditions are possible, right? But for you, like I said, obviously you're in the tropical storm watch, so tropical storm conditions are possible. Once again, I expect these warnings to be issued later today. Obviously, like I said, I definitely do think that, it will be later today. We'll get those watches to be transitioned into warnings as the system is barreling closer to Florida. So you're going to definitely feel some winds. I'll tell you that. You're going to definitely feel some winds here. And like I said, whenever it comes to, like I said, the surging, or not the surging, the amount of rainfall, you're talking a good amount of rainfall potentially being being an issue. Let's see here. Paul says, you're doing a great work, man. I love your channel. Florida welcomes you to the madness. Glad to have. Thank you, Paul. Greatly appreciated. Very, very sweet of y'all. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the kind words and stuff. Let's see here. Penny says you're number one. Oh, thank you, guys. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, I'm just doing what I can to make sure y'all are being prepared. That's all we care about here. That's all we'll ever care about. It's just making sure everybody is, being prepared out there, and like I said, just keeping an eye on it, okay? So, once again, y'all, the heaviest surging out of this system, once again, obviously, is for the area of landfall point. Obviously, where the water's going to be pushing up against the coastline, storm surging. We're talking, the water level to rise up to 11 feet. Up to 11 feet here. Like I said, plus with the supermoon that we've been talking about here, that's going to probably influence the tides a little more. Bring them up a little bit higher than normal alone. Plus, with the hurricane's winds, like I said, blowing inland, that's going to be bringing up into issues here. So, like I was saying, the wind direction is going to change a lot for the beaches, and that's something you guys really need to pay attention to. So, like I said, obviously, say once the storm is right here, so that's this area of low pressure, these systems rotate counterclockwise. So, the winds are going to be riding parallel to the area of landfall point. So, obviously, we have counterclockwise winds. You have these the winds rolling parallel to where it's expected to make landfall here. Now, here's the thing. You got to think is as the system rolls up to the north, the winds are going to change direction on you. They're going to be moving down to the southeast at that point once it's north of you. So you can kind of see, like I said, in terms of these systems, the wind direction changes very rapidly, very, very rapidly. Let's see here. Do I think it could go Cat 4? That's what I've been putting in my forecast here since like yesterday. Like I said, early yesterday. I was thinking upper level Cat 3, lower Cat 4 as of right now. Unless I see some serious changing, that's pretty solid. Let's see here. In Gainesville. So Gainesville, yeah, you got to be watching in Gainesville because this thing could still be a Cat 2, Cat 3 as it rolls through your location. You definitely have got to be keeping an eye on it. Like I said, obviously, yeah, you are in, it says Idalia, but obviously you are in hurricane watches, meaning you got to watch out for hurricane conditions being possible. And like I said, you're on the quote-unquote dirty side of the storm. The right-hand flank of the storm is the dirty side because that's where your strongest thermodynamics are. That's where your strongest wind shear is at. That is basically where your big area of potentially a couple spin-up tornadoes. That's a thing, is a couple tornadoes could be possible out there as well through central and north central Florida. So you're on what we call the dirty side of the storm. Obviously, on the left-hand side, that's the clean side. That's where there's not as, the conditions are not really favorable for tornadoes on the left-hand side, but the winds could still be pretty strong. Not as strong as the right-hand side, but they're still very strong. So, gotta take that into consideration. Let's see here. Edwater wants me to take a look here at 32413. All right, we'll do a couple of these. 32413. Panama City Beach. Yeah, so you, my friend, obviously this thing's going to remain mostly to your east. I'm not expecting anything too crazy for you. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to get pretty gusty, but you probably won't see anything extremely crazy. The rainfall potential as well, honestly is fairly on the lower side. I mean, 2 to 4 inches max. I mean, that's a decent amount. That is a decent amount of, rainfall. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, obviously, it's not like the landfall area where 6 to 10 inches could be a possibility. Like I said, there's a lot of potential on this system here. Like I said, obviously, we have a good shot at seeing, a lot of rainfall. I mean, even across the Carolinas, too. Across portions here, like, Myrtle Beach potentially could even see maybe 6 to 10 inches rainfall. Definitely seems to be a good possibility. Steelers Nation says, I just subscribed. Well, thank you for that. Saying thank you for what you do. We trust you and we're following you. My friend. Well, thank you so much, Steelers. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, we're going to be here for y'all. Like I said, I'm going to be live here as well, as this thing rolls through. So like I said, obviously we'll be here to, cover this as well. So, anyways, we're going to go and hop over here to the Storm Prediction Center really quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the tornado percentages here. The probability of tornadoes. So we're going to start to feel those bands tomorrow. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here. So there you go. So you can see there's 2 different colors across Florida. Well, really 3, but 2 of them are the ones that matter. This one's just a couple thunderstorms possible. So the dark green is a threat for severe thunderstorm activity. So severe activity here. So the tornado probability, that's the greatest. So like I said, we call these cyclone-induced tornadoes. Once again, that quote-unquote dirty side of the storm here. Obviously, as the cyclone gets near, we're going to have increased wind shear. up across the right-hand side, and we're going to have a lot of those thermodynamics, a lot of that instability for, the tornado formation and all that. So yeah, I do expect a potential tornado watch to even be issued tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night there for portions of, maybe out there towards, the area of landfall, obviously, they're towards Tampa Bay, possibly could be included with this tornado watch tomorrow. I'd say it's a good shot that they'll issue a tornado watch, because typically we also cover severe weather as well, severe thunderstorms, as well as, like I said, even winter systems. I do it all here, y'all. So typically with 5% they do issue tornado watches. 2% typically not. So basically the way this works is that every 25 miles that makes up this brown area, so within 25 miles of a location in the brown area, that basically gives you a 5% chance that a tornado could drop somewhere within a 25-mile radius of your location if you're in the brown. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So somewhere within 25 miles of the tornado potential area, that percentage could, correlate to how much, your odds of seeing it. Let's see here. Tina, let's take a look here really quickly at 31545, 31545. So Jessup here, yeah. So it could be a hurricane. Like I said, it's a possibility of being a lower-end hurricane as it rolls its way towards you. So, got to keep an eye on it. Obviously, monitor the conditions. But you're not near the coast, so obviously that's good news. Mostly just going to be a windbag for you. And actually a little bit of rain as well could be a problem. Like I said, obviously out there towards, where you're at, my friend, we're still talking a decent amount of rain, between 4 and 6 inches. So, it's going to be a little heavy. It's going to be a little heavy in terms of rainfall. So, if you're in a low-lying area, that's kind of the only problem I really see for you. Let's see here. Let's see. Sefner, 33584. Let's see here. Yeah, so you're obviously in a hurricane watch, meaning you got to watch out for possible hurricane conditions. You're not in a cone, so we're not expecting, like I said, we're not expecting direct landfall over you, which is good. That should be mostly to your west. But you'll definitely get some windy conditions. I would definitely prepare for it still. Definitely keep an eye on it. Hurricane conditions possible, more than likely will be at least tropical storm conditions, is a good possibility. So yeah, I would definitely watch out there for it in your region. And like I said, across your region regarding the rainfall, we're talking a decent amount. Like I said, 4 to 6 inches all the way basically from as far down south as I believe Sarasota. Yeah, all the way actually south of Sarasota, out there towards like Cape Coral region, just north, actually more towards like Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte area, and north. That's kind of where we have, essentially, that range there of at least 4 to 6. Let's see here. Anna says, just subscribe. Thank you for what you do. You're very welcome. See here, I'm a newcomer, just a few months, in the U.S. Oh, I got you. Well, welcome. See here, a bit concerned. What could you advise me for Jacksonville? Thanks. You're very welcome. So in Jacksonville, obviously, yeah, we're going to still see probably some pretty heavy impacts out there in Jacksonville. Because like I said, this thing is expected to even be a hurricane as it works its way into southern Georgia, which is, you're right next to Georgia. So you could see some of those winds gusting, I hate to say it, maybe nearly 90 miles an hour, which is, definitely pretty strong. Depending on if you know miles an hour or not. Let's see here. I can do a conversion, maybe kilometers an hour. Let's see here. Just making sure what kind of winds we're talking. So 114 kilometer per hour wind gusts. So what the winds could get up to is kind of what we're talking about. So it could definitely get pretty crazy. Let's see here. Do I predict this might navigate more east? It kind of seems like it's been trending east, as you guys could probably tell. But overall, the area of landfall is still the same as we watched here, over the last little bit. I mean, yeah, it's moved a little bit. Actually, remember yesterday the cone was over Cedar Key. It's about the same. Yeah. I mean, obviously, the point of landfall, we're still expecting it to be in the Big Bend for the Cove here. Definitely all the way as far down south as St. Petersburg, all the way up to, areas of like St. Mark's. That's where you need to be looking out for this here. See, this channel rocks. Keep up the great work, showing us love. New subscriber as of last night, says Cynthia. Oh, well, thank you, Cynthia. That's greatly appreciated. Like I said, I care about you guys. I really do. And if I didn't, I would not be here for you guys. Like I said, I mean, yesterday I did 4 hours of live streaming with y'all to prepare you guys. And like I said, we'll do another live stream tonight. I definitely do plan on it for sure. Let's see here. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. Say, how about 34715, wife down, leaving to Minnesota. So just me and my girls hunkering down. Gotcha. So 34715. 34715 for Mineola. Okay, so yeah, right now you're as of right now you're not expecting hurricane conditions, which is good. But you are in a tropical storm watch, so obviously tropical storm conditions is a good possibility. So yeah, the winds could definitely still get pretty strong. I think your main concern is the threat for flooding. Actually, obviously, yeah, winds are going to be a problem too. But like I said, whenever it comes to it here, we are talking. Like I said, we are talking essentially about 2 to 4 inches out there, which especially for low-lying areas, that could be a concern. Absolutely. Let's see here. Hey, they're just subscribed. Spirit Airlines dispatcher here. All right, that's cool. I'm saying, let's see. It looks like it's heading east with the eye now, following the European models. Like I said, it's still staying the same in terms of the cone. Like I said, yesterday I had it going over Cedar Key. It's moved ever so slightly to the west in terms of the central point here. Like I said, I'm still very confident it's going to remain in the Big Bend area. Ever since the beginning. Like I said, I've been tracking this thing for days now. Like I said, ever since the beginning, I've seen this system kind of, just sit there, right in that area. Let's see here. MP with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, MP, for the tip here. Greatly appreciated. Big shout out goes to you, MP. Thank you so much for helping out. That is very sweet of you. Definitely means a lot. It helps out with my moving funds too, because like I said, I'm getting ready to spend an arm and a leg moving, so that really helps out. MP, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Very greatly appreciated. Like I said, you guys don't have to do that. Like I said, y'all don't have to do that. All we ask for is just that you guys are preparing for this, and that you guys are paying attention to the system. Do I think it could move like Ian did, or veer 12 hours before landfall? Like I was explaining, I mean, obviously, to the people who think it's going to turn east, like I said, not every system's like so on Ian. Like I said, obviously, we have different, factors, different systems around this system, if that makes sense. Different high pressure systems, different low pressure systems surrounding this guy. So like I said, the overall, interaction of the system is not going to be the exact same as Ian. So no, I don't really see that being a possibility. I see it remaining where it's at, and I mean the most I see it is maybe slightly more closer towards St. Petersburg at the most, but still expected to make landfall right in that area. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see here. Uncle D wants me to take a look here at 31642. 31642. All right, for Georgia. Yeah, so you got to watch out there as well, my friend. I mean, like I said, at least tropical storm force conditions are going to be expected out there. Like I said, possibly even hurricane conditions, could be a good shot. So got to watch out there for that, actually. Yeah, in terms of rainfall, too, I mean, it's going to get pretty heavy out there with the rainfall. We're talking 4 to 6 inches across the yellow here. So, let's see here. Is my name really Heichman? Yeah, it is. Mine is, see, Neichman. Is it Neichman? See, mine's Heichman. You pronounce it Heichman. Yeah, that's really close. That's actually really close. That's cool, Bobby. Let's see here. But yeah, so obviously keep an eye out there for it, my friend, in Georgia. Like I said, southern Georgia's got to watch it. Even the coastal Carolinas. I mean, look at this. Some areas in the Carolinas, according to the latest Weather Prediction Center forecast, I mean, we're still talking maybe 6 to 10 inches being possible. So, let's see here. Julia says, hi, what's up, Julia? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Matt says, really need that surge to stay away. This community is still not ready, unfortunately. Like I said, today is really your last full day you have to get ready for it. Because like I said, we're going to start feeling it tomorrow. Like I said, some of those outer bands are going to start moving in tomorrow. Which, yeah, definitely got to watch out for it. Jacob says, is Ocala going to feel anything? Yeah, Ocala will definitely be feeling this pretty good. Like I said, hurricane conditions, I'd even say, are quite likely out there towards Ocala. Like I said, obviously, Ocala is inside of, the hurricane watches. Like I said, so hurricane conditions are possible as of now. Once again, I expect these watches to transition into warnings here later this afternoon, if not the evening. So, yeah, those will be out there. They usually issue those about 24 hours before landfall. So, we'll probably get those this evening, I'm thinking. Let's see. I think it's 24 to 36 hours before landfall as they issue the hurricane warnings. So it'll be somewhere in there. Can I check on 33880? Of course I can. 33880 for Winter Haven. You live pretty close to my brother. He lives in Lakeland, so he's just to your left. Anyways, so for you, my friend, you are in, obviously, a tropical storm watch, which, once again, I expect those to turn to warnings here this evening. So meaning tropical storm conditions are, possible. So keep an eye on it. I think winds is going to be, obviously a possible issue. But I think the biggest concern for you is going to be rain. We're talking 4 to 6 inches potentially. But just know that could easily change, depending on its strength, its track, and its overall forward motion, its overall speed is going to determine how much rainfall we're going to get. So a lot of that can definitely change. And like I said, we've seen a dramatic update between yesterday, or I should really say this morning, because I streamed past midnight this morning. So whenever it was showing that, it was actually, a little bit more milder compared to the latest one coming out now. So, yeah. Let's see here. Gainesville area going to be hammered. It looks like it could, yes. Yeah, Gainesville is going to be coming up right up on this. Obviously, hurricane conditions are very likely across Gainesville. Let's see here. People along the peninsula should not downplay this tornado threat. Some hurricanes produce violent tornadoes. That's true. That is true. We got that cyclone-induced tornado activity. So, like I said, on the right-hand side of these tropical systems here, that's where your strongest wind shear is at. So wind shear meaning wind speed and direction with altitude. So that's where your strongest wind shear is at, as well as your your thermodynamics, so your strongest instability and stuff like that. So obviously, with that being said, the right hand side is going to spawn a couple tornadoes, maybe across central, even central Florida, some of those outer bands and inner bands there. Let's see here. See Daytona Beach ? So Daytona is going to feel, obviously, some coastal effects here. So you're going to start off by noticing the waves go parallel to the beach here. So like I said, as the low-pressure system rolls through, like I said, these things spin counterclockwise. So you're going to start to feel it. You're going to notice those waves turn to the west, or to the north, I should say, actually. To your left, if you're looking at the beach. If you're looking out to sea, it'll be to your left. So then as the system goes up here, obviously it's going to be pulling away from the beach, so that's going to cause some rip current issues. Obviously even parallel would cause some rip current issues. So that's kind of that. So I wouldn't call it much of surging issues. I would call it more of a rip current problem for you. Big rip current problem. Richard says, are they calling Cat 4? Right now it is category, expected to be Cat 3. But like I said, I personally think it could go to Cat 4, absolutely. I'm thinking upper level Cat 3, lower level Cat 4 is, the range of what I'm seeing right now in terms of this. So, regardless of whatever category it is, like I said, it's going to be hitting pretty good. Definitely got to watch out. Can I check on the zip code of, let's see here, 33982? Of course I can, 33982. Punta Gorda. So, yeah, you're in the tropical storm watches, my friends. Yeah, most of the activity should remain to your north, but you're going to feel some rain. I tell you that one. You're out there by Port Charlotte, so you're kind of talking maybe 4 to 6 inches. You can actually see out there by Port Charlotte, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is a good possibility. So, look out for that. Like I said, obviously these winds are going to be pretty heavy too. You're under a tropical storm watch, so tropical storm conditions are honestly likely for you. So, gotta watch out for it. Let's see. Can I check on 34689? 34689. Of course I can. Tarpon Springs here. Yep. So you're still in the cone. So it's a theoretical possibility that theoretical possibility here that the center could track near the region. So obviously, gotta watch out for it. It could go as far east as pretty much you, or as far west out there as, like I said, St. Mark's. The current cone there. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye on it. Like I said, I'm honestly expecting hurricane conditions because you are in a hurricane watch. Plus, this thing's going to be getting a little close to you. And like I said, there's even a tornado threat with this as well for you. So, gotta keep an eye on it. Let's see, more likely more tornadoes and hurricane force winds than heavy rainfall for 32177. 32177. So, I don't think you're in a region, obviously, this thing's going to be pretty close to you as a hurricane, but I think you're probably going to remain in the tropical storm force wind category. But yeah, a couple of spin up tornadoes is a problem. A good possibility out there. Regarding the rainfall amounts, you're talking about 2 to 4 inches. So I'd say rain and tornadoes is kind of your main thing you got to watch out for. But yeah, no, it's still gonna get pretty daggone gusty out there. Don't get me wrong. See here, thanks, dude. You're very welcome. See here, 34120. 34120. Naples. So Naples has, you're not going to feel it too much. I mean, obviously you're going to get some of those bands starting tomorrow, but tropical storm conditions possible. So pay attention to that there. Rain should be right around 2 to 4 inches in your zone. North, like I said, obviously we go from Port Charlotte north, essentially. That's where we have rainfall amounts of 4 to 6 inches, but you're in the zone of 2 to 4. So, let's see here. Oh my goodness, a lot of zip codes coming through. If I accidentally skip over yours, guys, no, it's not intentional. I just have a lot of people to get through. I'm only one man doing a one-man job, so. Let's see here. Can I type? Let's see here. Or sorry, Madman. I'll get to you first. I'll get to TamCam here in a second. So 32347, 32347, which is in Perry, Florida. So yeah, it looks like more than likely this thing's gonna pass to your south for the most part. Now with that being said, you're still probably gonna feel some hurricane force winds. I think it's a good possibility out there. When it comes to rainfall, see, it's kind of close because it really goes up in coverage. As like I said, you barely move. You go from Tallahassee to where that landfall is expected. Not even 100 miles, and the rainfall goes from 2 to 4 to 6 to 10 in a very short distance. So, big strong gradient there. So it's a little hard to tell, especially with how unpredictable these maps are. They always change. That's something you guys will notice is they always change. Because there's either a change in intensity, in terms of strength, I should say, in terms of track, or in terms of speed as well. That'll definitely fluctuate that. Let's see here. TamCam says, all right, we'll get to TamCam now. So let's see, 32702, that's 32702. You, my friend, are in Altoona. So wow, you're actually right on the edge of hurricane watches. So. I would say hurricane conditions are theoretically possible, but I would range around tropical storm force being more of a likelihood. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that, for tropical storm force winds. Like I said, I think a main problem is a couple isolated tornadoes out of that cyclone-induced tornado threat. Like I said, as well as, essentially, like I said, the flooding potential too. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is, kind of what we're looking at out there. Let's see here. Eugene wants me to take a look here at 34201. 34201. Oh, let's see here. 34201. University Park, Florida. Yeah, so you're under hurricane watches, so hurricane conditions are possible. Now, for you, my friend, we're talking a lot of rainfall, actually. We're talking about 4 to 6 inches, being a possibility out there. Actually, you're actually close to 6 to 10, but I'm going to roll with 4 to 6, just kind of how unpredictable this map is. So that seems to be a good possibility. So keep an eye on it. Obviously, you might see hurricane force winds depending on how close it gets to you, but it's close. It's close. You'll more than certainly see tropical storm force at least, but hurricane force winds is definitely a good possibility as well. As this thing's gonna get pretty close to you. Definitely get pretty close to you. I can share videos from Tarpon Springs if you want. Like I said, in terms of when we go live during the landfall, if you guys want to share footage, we do have a Twitter. So follow us at, it's actually down there, it's very hard to see, at NWW116_WX. That is our Twitter page. So if you guys want to follow us on there and send in reports. Let's see here. Charles 32162. Did we just do that? 32162. No, we did not. Okay. Yeah, you, my friend, are in the hurricane watches too. So obviously hurricane conditions are possible. You're near Ocala, so yeah, you're in a zone where I think could get pretty impacted pretty heavily. So you're on 4 to 6 inches of rainfall as the expectancy out there. It's going to hit pretty good. And just for a second, guys, I want to go ahead and show you guys the surges again, for the people who are just now joining us. Like I said, obviously the surges are going to be pretty daggone high. We are talking 7 to 11 feet of surging being a problem. So got to keep an eye out there for the surging issues. as that is going to be a really big problem. Obviously we're talking 7 to 11 feet, like I said. Tampa Bay alone, 4 to 7, is a possibility there. So definitely going to feel it. I mean, even down the Keys, we're talking maybe up to 1 to 2 feet, even out there towards the dry Tortugas. Definitely going to be a little. 1 to 2 feet of storm surge is a lot for some areas, but some areas not, some areas yeah. That makes sense. Let's see here. Joe says 32607 here. Pray for us. We'll pray for you. Like I said, obviously I will keep you all in my prayers. 327 or 607 Gainesville. Yeah, Gainesville is going to be hit pretty good. It looks like. Obviously hurricane conditions are likely for you. So like I said, the landfall is expected to be right next to you, my friend. So we'll definitely need to be paying attention to that. And like I said, we'll definitely be watching out for it. So obviously in terms of rainfall too, you're going to be feeling some rain out of this one. That's for sure as well. You're right there between the line of 2 to 4 and 4 to 6. So just watch it. Well, like I said, we'll keep an eye on it though. But yeah, it's going to be pretty heavy rainfall. I'd say more 4 to 6 being potentially. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Who we got next? So like I said, if I accidentally skip over you guys, I'm not trying to. See here. Chelsea wants me to take a look here at 33707. 33707. All right, for Gulfport. So yeah, St. Pete area. So you're in the hurricane watches. So obviously hurricane conditions are possible. So got to keep an eye out there for that, my friend. When it comes to, yeah, that's kind of your big problem is the rainfall too. Like I said, we're talking, between 6 and 10 inches being possible. 6 and 10 inches being possible. So we'll definitely need to be keeping an eye out there for that. Also for the Tampa Bay, like I said, we're talking 4 to 7 inches of storm surge being possible too. So that could be an issue. So on top of a lot of flooding, from rainfall, there's a lot of flooding from the surges as well. Could be an issue. Let's see here. All right, Curious Mind 34683, 34683, Palm Harbor. So yeah, hurricane conditions expected. Potentially, this is going to be cutting pretty close to you. You're still in the cone of uncertainty, like I said. So obviously, this thing could be getting pretty close. The center could get close to you, if not over you. But as of now, it's expected to surpass to your north. Not too far from you though. Hurricane condition does say is a good possibility. So prepare for that. Like I said, make sure you have all your stuff done today. That goes for everybody here who's preparing for the storm. Make sure you have your stuff done today. Obviously, you have a little bit early tomorrow to do it as well, but don't wait till last minute to do that because you can't guarantee if things are going to still be in stock. Today's the day to prepare. Like I said, we have all day today, a little bit tomorrow, then we're going to start feeling it tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Let's see here. But anyways, that's that. Did I look at the HAFSB model? I did. Let's see here. 34698, please. All right. 34698 for Dundon. So, yep, hurricane watches in effect. You're kind of in a similar area we were just looking at, actually. Yeah, so watch out for the rainfall. That's kind of my main concern for you. Also, the winds. Rain and winds is going to be a really big problem for your area. Yeah, no, I would definitely watch out for that. Yeah, so you're out here in... You're close to the coast. I think, yeah, surges is going to be an issue too. Like I said, I think it's 4 to 7 foot out there. Yep, 4 to 7 feet out there towards you. So if you are above sea level, obviously, yeah, you're above sea level. But like I said, depending on how far above sea level you are, like I said, obviously, I would consider evacuating out there. It's cutting it close to you. It's cutting it real close. You're still in the cone of uncertainty, so things could still change. Let's see here. Barry wants me to take a look here at 31404. 31404, Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, you got to watch out for Savannah. Like I said, this thing could, will likely be an upper tropical storm as it rolls through Savannah, Georgia. So it's supposed to be a Cat 1 by, the border of Florida and Georgia here. So, yeah, you're going to watch it. I think winds and rain is going to be your problem. Winds and rain. Corey 32065. 32065 for Orange Park. So, yeah, you're out here kind of near Jacksonville. I would say hurricane conditions are actually possible. I have a feeling they're going to add you to the hurricane watches here soon, if not the hurricane warnings. So definitely watch out for it because it's going to be really strong next to you. A couple isolated tornadoes is a concern. Let's see here. The rainfall. Rainfall is going to be right around 2 to 4 inches as of right now. But just know that could easily change. Let's see here. I'm not sure if you missed me already. Did 29569. 29569 for Loris. So, yeah. Like I said, tropical storm conditions are possible for you. Depending on the track, it could go near you or it could go far to your south. Still need to monitor it. A lot of things can change, but I think rain is your big problem. You know, we're talking 6 to 10 inches of rain now out there towards you. So you're gonna feel some rain out of this one. I can tell you that one. Let's see here. Julia wants me to take a look here at 59084. 59084. All right, my friend. That's in Montana. Can't do that right now. We're just paying attention to the tropics, okay? Let's see here. All right. Let's see. BLV wants me to take a look here at 33511. Brandon, Florida. So, yeah, hurricane watch is in place. Obviously, hurricane conditions are possible. So, remain aware out there. Obviously, like I said, rainfall is going to be pretty heavy. You know, we're talking a good shot. Like I said, 4 to 6 inches is a good probability. So, keep an eye out there for the rainfall and the winds. Overall, and a couple isolated tornadoes could be possible. All right, let's see here. Cat's Crazy wants me to take a look here at 36301 Dothan, Alabama. Please and thank you. You're very welcome. Let's see here. So 36301, 36301 Dothan, Alabama. Okay. So it should remain far away from you. It'll probably get a little gusty out there. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you'll probably feel some winds out of it, but I don't think it's going to be anything too extreme. Yeah, you're hardly even looking like any rain out of this as well. Maybe a little bit of rain showers, but I don't see much happening there for you. I think you'll be all right. Timothy 32703, 32703. Let's see here. Apopka. I think that's how you say that. So you're near Orlando. You're actually near my girlfriend. She lives in Orlando. So obviously, the cones to your north, meaning that the center of the storm is expected to go to your north. So that's that. However, you're in a tropical storm watch. Tropical storm conditions are possible. Like I said, I think those will turn to warnings today. 2 to 4 inches of rain is expected. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. So you're going to need to watch this one. Going to need to pay attention to it. Let's see here. All right, Patty wants me to take a look at 33312. 33312 for Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, I think Fort Lauderdale's fine. I don't see much issues coming out of you. Could get a little windy, but honestly, I don't see too much of any problems for you, really. Let's see here. Let's see, Gal 34614. 34614. Weeki Watchy. So, yeah, you're going to probably feel those hurricane effects because you do have a hurricane watch. Obviously, you're coming real close to the right-hand side of that. So, a couple tornadoes. Obviously, flooding, that's a big problem, too. Yeah, you're talking 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. That's a pretty solid amount of rain. Don't get me. I said, honestly, it's a pretty solid amount of rainfall out there. So pay attention to it, my friend. Definitely, I'd prepare for it. Let's see here. OXCJ wants to take a look here at 33543. 33543. Let's see here. Wesley Chapel. So yeah, same thing for you, my friend. Hurricane conditions. Good possibility. We'll probably see some warnings for you later. So definitely need to be, keeping an eye out there for that. Like I said, obviously, in terms of rainfall, 4 to 6 inches, kind of on the mark here. A couple isolated tornadoes is possible. So that is something to keep it out there for it. Let's see here. All right. See here. 32420, please. Rainfall, the issue here. So 32420. 32420. See here. Okay, so yeah, you're up here. So once again, yeah, we're not expecting I won't see too much crazy winds out there. I mean, it'll probably be a little gusty. Where are you at exactly? Okay, you're north of Panama City. So we're talking right around 1 to 2 inches. Whoops, that's a little bigger than I wanted to be. Yeah, 1 to 2 inches. Not too much rainfall. Let's see here. Jerome wants to take a look here at 23462. 23462. Virginia Beach. Yeah, probably won't feel much effects out there. Let's see here. Carrie wants to take a look here at 32195. Okay, 32195. Gotcha. And let's see, Weirsdale, I think it is. Hurricane watches, so watch out for possible hurricane conditions. Got to keep an eye out there for that. You're still in the cone, so it could still come pretty close to you. So definitely watch out for it. Once again, regarding the amount of rainfall, kind of around 2 to 4 is what we're talking about. Once again, y'all, this is for everybody. Obviously, I said, here's the surges again for the people who's just now joining us. Like I said, we're expecting, once again, up to 11 foot as of right now, across the way. So we'll definitely need to be watching this. Where am I located? You gonna be good? Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, I'm up here in Kentucky, but I am moving to Florida. My family lives down there. My family has lived in Florida for a while, and I'm gonna be moving down there with them. Not this coming up month, but the month after. So October, early October. Yep. So I'll be fine. I'm up in Kentucky. I'm near Louisville, so I'll be all right. I'm not gonna feel any of this. Let's see here. All right. Liam wants me to take a look here at 34465. You skip mine. Like I said, I'm not meaning to skip anybody's, guys. I hope you know that. There's just like 700 people here, and it's a little hard for me to keep up with all of you guys. So if I skip over it, no hard feelings, guys. 34465 for Beverly Hills. So yeah, hurricane conditions possible. Once again, I think those are going to turn to warnings by this evening, so definitely keep an eye on it. So yeah, prepare for hurricane conditions, my friend. Definitely, you need to monitor the situation here. Like I said, we're talking, pretty decent amount of rainfall out of it too. Like I said, 4 to 6 inches for you. So definitely got to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Carrie says thank you. Very welcome. Let's see here. I messed up 34240. 32420. Alford. Here we go. Okay, so you, my friend, yeah, just a little bit of a rain problem, but honestly, could be a little gusty. Don't get me wrong, but you're probably not going to feel too much out of it. Nothing extremely crazy. Like I said, unless if it takes a very close west approach, that's when I'd say you're probably in a concern. But like I said, if it goes far east, like it's possible, it should not have too many impacts on you. Yeah, it shouldn't have too many problems. Let's see here. Adam wants me to take a look here at 32052. 32052. Or Jesper. Yeah, so hurricane conditions possible. Obviously, it's going to be kind of running Cat 2, Cat 1 as it approaches you. Keep an eye on it. You're on what we call the clean side, so I don't see much of a tornado concern for you for the most part, so that's good. Due to lack of thermodynamics, obviously, and the wind shears in a different direction it needs to be. So you're good. You're good regarding tornadoes. But keep an eye out for hurricane force winds out there, going to be in a good potential. And out there for you, my friend, in terms of the rainfall, we're talking about 6 to 10 inches of rain being possible. So definitely have got to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Julia 32080. 32080. St. Augustine. Yeah, you'll probably feel, you'll probably have a rip current issue actually out there towards St. Augustine. Gonna feel, I'd say possibly some tropical storm force winds. I mean, maybe, depending on its track, maybe hurricane force winds possible. But we'll definitely have to watch. You need to watch it for sure. Yeah, about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall as of now is in the forecast for you. So, all right, let's see here. Code, once we take a look here at 32666. 32666. Melrose. Yeah, hurricane watches. It's going to be getting real close to you. You're going to be hit pretty good. Make sure you're prepared for it. Like I said, obviously have 1 to 2 cases of water, depending on how many family members you have, obviously. But don't steal all of the water. Give everybody else a shot at getting some water. So don't steal all of it. Don't run the store dry yourself. So 1 to 2 cases. Obviously have some non-perishable foods as well. And, definitely want to watch that. Those hurricane force winds are going to be your main problem. Obviously with rainfall potential getting up about 4 to 6 inches. Yeah. See, Julia says, thank you for keeping us informed. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome, y'all. Lord, let's take a look here at 34654. 34654. Newport Richey. Yep, hurricane watches in effect here. So, hurricane conditions possible. Expect maybe some hurricane force winds out there. And 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is a good potential. Yep. Let's see here. Kevin 32258. 32258. Jacksonville. Yeah, Jacksonville's going to feel possibly hurricane conditions. Right now you're not in a hurricane watch, but I think you could be added to one here soon. Definitely should monitor it for sure. Rainfall out there, yeah, right around 2 to 4 inches as of now. Right around 2 to 4 inches. So we'll need to watch it. Let's see here. 32259. 32259. Fruit Cove. Same thing for you, my friend. Yes, we literally just covered right next to you. So hurricane conditions, I'd say, is actually a possibility. Watch out because you might be included in a hurricane watch here soon. Andy with a $1 super chat. Thank you, Andy. That's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Andy. Very, very sweet of you. Let's see here. Kevin says thank you. You're very welcome, Kevin. Very, very welcome. Let's see here. See, MT says I'm at 34785. 34785. Wildwood. Yeah, you're near Ocala. So you're obviously in a hurricane watch. So hurricane conditions are possible. But you said you don't need my opinion, so that's okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd prepare for it if I were you. But yeah, there's no reason to be rude about it. It's a little late, but Andy, thank you once again. That's very sweet of you. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. Agri, I think that's your name. Once we take a look here at 32792. All right, 32792. Winter Park, Florida. So you, my friend, are in a tropical storm watch. So obviously tropical storm conditions is possible. So definitely keep an eye out there for it. Overall, so like I said, pay attention. The winds are going to be right around tropical storm force more than likely. The rainfall is around 2 to 4 inches according to the latest Weather Prediction Center outlook. So, and like I said, I hate to say this, but a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out here. Some of those outer bands are going to be potentially creating some of those tornadoes with the strongest wind shear on the right hand side, instability on the right hand side for the most part. Keep an eye on it, my friend. Like I said, definitely be careful out there, my friend. Yeah, Orlando's got to watch it. Let's see here. Seffner, Florida, 33584. 33584. All right. So Seffner. Okay, you, my friend, are obviously, you're in the hurricane watches, so hurricane conditions, I'd say possible. The cone is mostly to your north, for the most part. So, I'm expecting the center to go up, just to the north of you. But yeah, hurricane conditions is possible. We're expecting a good amount of rain. I'd say 4 to 6 inches is a good possibility out there. Agri says thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Kimba wants me to take a look here at 34293. 34293. Oh, added an extra number there. Hurricane conditions possible, but you're kind of on the southern extent. So if it goes far east, it could get caught, near you, but you're not in a cone. So, obviously, still got to watch out for hurricane conditions being a possibility out there. Rainfall projections is right around 6 to 10, but mostly around 4 to 6, I'd say. So just know that those could easily change quite a bit. So, let's see here. Vermill wants to take a look here at 33781. 33781. Let's see here. Yep, same thing for you, my friend. Same thing applies for you. Really could get those hurricane force winds. Like I said, I would definitely be preparing for it. I'd have 1 to 2 cases of water. Just to be safe out there. Have a little supply of water, as well as, like I said, obviously non-perishable foods. Because expect the power outages to go. Expect the power outages to happen. And with that being a possibility, like I said, obviously, we could see. Unfortunately, like I said, obviously your food could go spoiled in the fridge because of the lack of power. So that's that. Let's see here. Captain wants to take a look here at 34423. 34423 for let's see here. Crystal River. Yep, hurricane watches. It's gonna be cutting really close to you. Definitely gotta look out there for those hurricane conditions being a possibility. Let's see here. Yeah, about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. So, and a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out, my friend. Troy 33771. Let's see here. Largo. You, my friend. Yep, Tampa Bay area. Surging out the coast is a big problem. Like I said, we're talking, I believe, 4 to... well, I don't think it's that low, is it? Wait, what was that? It wasn't surging. I already forgot about up there. No, 4 to 7. I was right. 4 to 7 feet of surging is possible out there towards you. And like I said, rainfall actually could be around 6 to 10 inches. A lot of rain is expected here. So be safe, my friend. And like I said, hurricane conditions is possible. So you might get hurricane warnings this afternoon. Let's see here. John D. Let's see. Or sorry, I'll get to you in a minute, dude. Dad Tunes was first. 34219. 34219. Parrish, Florida. Same thing for you, my friend. Yeah, hurricane conditions possible. Obviously, keep an eye out there for it, my friend. The cone's mostly to your north. I mean, you're on the southern extent of those watches. So, it's still not for sure thing you'll get those warnings or not, but it's close. You'll definitely be coming kind of close to it. Your main problem, I think, is, right around 6 to 10 inches of rainfall. That's, kind of heat. Couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either. See your Ty, or hold on, we'll get to you in a minute. Let's see here. So, John, 29412. 29412, Charleston. Yeah, Charleston should watch out for tropical storm conditions being a potential. Obviously for the coastline, maybe a bit of rip current issues could be a problem. A little bit of surging theoretically could be a problem as well, but quite mild. And when you compare it to obviously Florida, but rainfall is going to be pretty heavy out there. Let's see here. Even the rainfall for you guys is expected to be in the zone of around 4 to 6 inches essentially. So that's that. Anyways, let's see here. So John, we'll do Ty. Once we take a look here at 33901. 33901. Fort Myers. Tropical storm conditions possible. It should remain to your north for the most part. But I'd say about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall being a possibility out there. You can see down in the dark green 2 to 4. So that's kind of the zone we're looking at. Connor 29577. 29577 for Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, yeah, it's going to feel this one too. Tropical storm conditions possible. So keep an eye out there for it, my friend. Yeah. We'll have to pay attention to that. Once again, big rain seems to be... I think the rain's your problem. I think the rain's the biggest issue for you. All right. Let's see here. Nicholas 32730. 32730 for Fern Park. Tropical storm watches in place. So keep an eye on it. I think your main problem is going to be maybe a few isolated tornadoes. And like I said, maybe even maybe even some rain in about 2 to 4 inches is in the forecast there for you. So, Eve 28540. 28540. Jacksonville. Yeah, Jacksonville's got to watch his hurricane. Or sorry, that's the wrong Jacksonville. So yeah, Jacksonville up here, and obviously. Oh gosh. Hurricane warnings just issued for Florida. New update, new advisory just coming out. Guys, that's a big update. Holy cow. Alright, so guys, we now have the warnings. I had a feeling they were going to come out today at some point. Hurricane warnings are now in place. We'll look at that here in a second. Let's see, we're going to turn back over here for a minute. Tropical storm. Hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings. We're going to turn off those watches for now. And whenever that comes through, we'll be able to see it. Oh, there's a buoy out there. Wow. Well, there you go, my friends. Let's see here. Franklin's Cat 4. Yes, it is. Yep, Franklin is a Cat 4. Holy Spirit, 33707. Let's see here. 33707 for Gulfport. St. Pete, yep. So obviously, you might even be in a hurricane warning now. We'll see about that, but you're going to be close to it. You're going to be really close to it. Expect hurricane conditions. Obviously, rainfall, 6 to 10 inches seems to be a good possibility, and everything like that. So definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Oh my goodness, y'all! This the amount of zip codes is crazy. So if I actually skip over, like I said, I'm not trying to skip over any of you guys. I hope you know that. It's just a lot of people I got to get to. Miss Lee 32024. 32024. Lake City. Yeah, definitely watch out for it. It's probably going to be a hurricane as it goes right next to you. You're right in the path of it. I'd say you're going to be introduced to a hurricane warning here pretty soon. So definitely watch it, my friend. Let's see here. You know, and obviously out there towards your location here when it comes to rainfall totals, it's going to be pretty heavy, 6 to 10 inches of rainfall. And, you know, if the storm passes to your east, it will not pose a tornado threat, but if it passes to your west, it could. Let's see here. Yeah, that's there. That's for you, my friend. Fisherman 32359. 32359. Yeah, you're right in the path of it, my friend. You got to be watching for it. It could almost make a direct landfall on you. It's a possibility because you're in that cone. Obviously, you're near the center of that cone, so it's gonna be possible that you could have some, you know, impacts on it. Yeah, once again, rain about 6 to 10 inches is a really good shot. A really good shot. So a lot of that's possible. Let's see here. Cameron says 33432, please. I want to know if I'm safe. I've been trying to figure it out. Gotcha. 3342. Sorry, 33432. 33432. Boca Raton. Yeah, you'll be fine. Should be an issue. Oh, tropical storm warnings. There you go. Yeah, hurricane warnings will probably pop up here soon. They might have put out. Wait, hold on. Did they put out hurricane warnings for? Okay, I'm gonna wait for those to pop up here. Let's see. They have a new cone here. Hold on, y'all. Gotta figure out this new cone here. Yeah, they're getting ready to update that cone of uncertainty here. Warning cone. Here we go. Okay, it hasn't updated on my end yet. All right. I've got words 32304. 32304. Hold on. 32304. This is pretty stressful with all the codes, y'all. Tallahassee, yeah, you should be. The storm should cross just to your east, my friend. You'll probably feel some winds. Don't get me wrong. I think a lot of it's probably rainfall, 2 to 4 inches. Seems to be a good possibility out there. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm seeing out of this event here. Let's see here. Let's see, 29488. 29488. Okay. South Carolina. Tropical storm conditions, I think, could be a possibility. Most of your problem, I think, is going to be the rain potential, but should pass to your south for the most part. It really ranges across South Carolina. It really ranges. We're talking 6 to 10 inches. Obviously, across the orange, and you're kind of, I believe, you're right between the 4 and 6 and the 6 to 10. So, expect a lot of rain out of this. That's for sure. Panama City. Yeah, Panama City out there is, expected to get some impacts. Oh, there we go. Are they slowly loading in now? Yeah, there's hurricane warnings in effect there. So Apalachicola has tropical storm warnings. Okay, Crawfordville, St. Mark's, Perry area. Yep. Horseshoe Beach. Hurricane warnings are in place for those areas there. I feel like they're slowly loading in because it started with that down here. Let's see. Boomer Sooner wants to take a look here at 33716, 33716 for St. Petersburg. Yeah, you got to watch out for it. 4 to 7 foot of storm surge is expected, with 6 to 10 inches of rainfall being a probability. Hurricane warnings will likely be issued. You might even be under them now. Let's see here. Enlightened wants to take a look here at 34240. 34240. Sarasota should pass to your north, my friend, but you might be included with hurricane warnings. We'll see. I would prepare for it because you're probably still going to get some pretty daggone strong winds on this system, as well as rainfall amounts of right around 4 to 6 being kind of expected out there. So, is it likely going to be hit as a Cat 2 or 3? I think it has a shot of being a Cat 3, Cat 4, upper level Cat 3, lower end Cat 4 is a good possibility. Let's see. Alexander wants me to take a look here at 32208, please. All right, 32208. Jacksonville. Yep, got to watch out for possible hurricane conditions in Jacksonville. I'm not sure if they're going to issue warnings yet or not, but got to watch out for it. terms of rainfall, yeah, about 2 to 4 inches is a possibility out there. So look out there for that. Let's see here. Eric says 31032. See, what can we expect? Thank you, man. All right, 31032. 31032 in Gray, Georgia. Gotcha. Yeah, you probably won't feel too much out of this here. You're right in your bacon, actually. You'll probably get some rain, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain out of this, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy for you, my friend. Paula 34448. 34448. A lot of fours. So yeah, you're in a cone, so direct landfall is still not ruled out. Definitely watch out for. I'd say you're going to be introduced to hurricane warnings. Expect hurricane conditions. You're probably going to hit pretty good, my friend. I would watch this one closely. Let's see here. Rainfall potential. Yeah, you're right around 4 to 6 inches of rain being a good possibility. So got to watch out there for that. Josh 33610. 3610. Tampa, Florida. Tampa, yep. Obviously, probably hurricane warnings now in effect. There you go. Hurricane warnings are in effect for Tampa. So there, now they loaded in. All right, let's see here. Oh, Lakeland's under tropical storm warning now. Ooh, boy. Okay. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on it. Obviously gotta look out there for it overall. So you're now under hurricane warning. So hurricane conditions is expected out there. Be safe, my friend. Like I said, sorry you guys if I'm skipping over a lot. I'm not trying to. Please know that. Because I have almost 750 people watching right now. A lot of people commenting zip codes. So just remember, I'm only one man. I'm covering all of this myself. So like I said, I'm trying to do the best I can, guys. Grimmy Cats 32640. 32640. Hawthorne. You're in a cone of uncertainty, so a complete landfall over you is not ruled out. You're probably going to get hit pretty good, I'd say, considering that you are literally, my friend, like you are right next to, you are right next to the cyclone here, or forecasted to be, I should say. Let's see here. Yeah, rainfall is going to be right around 4 to 6 inches, I'd say, is going to be the possibility out there. Just got the alert on my phone, says Josh. Yep. Yeah, they just rolled out with those hurricane warnings. Let's see here. R says, let's see, 28540. Thank you for getting the word out to people. You're very welcome. Let's see here. So 28540. 28540. North Carolina. You're in the cone of uncertainty, so it could get close to you, but I'd say tropical storm conditions is a possibility. Rainfall, though, that's where it's going to get you. Let's see. It looks like around 6 to 10 inches of rain's possible out there. Like I said, according to the graphic, I mean, it's pretty heavy out there, my friend. Definitely want to look out for it, okay? So be careful. Let's see here. Michael wants me to take a look here at, let's see here. 33534. Oh. 4. Let's see. Gibsonton. You're in a hurricane warning, so obviously hurricane conditions are expected. But you're out of the cone, so we're not expecting a direct landfall over you. It's going to most likely be to your north. Let's see. Obviously, rainfall. Yeah, 4 to 6 inches is the zone of rainfall we're expecting out there. So, I just woke up what I missed. Category 3 on landfall is expected from the Hurricane Center, and hurricane warnings have just been issued for Florida. That's what you missed. Nico wants to take a look here at 32935. 32935. Melbourne. You probably won't feel this too much, honestly. I mean, it'll probably get a little gusty, but I don't think you'll see too much out of this. Maybe a bit of rain. Let's see. Yeah, maybe around maybe 2 to 4 inches possible at most. But yeah, that's that. Let's see here. Nash wants me to take a look here at 33776. 33776. Seminole. Yep, hurricane warnings in place. Hurricane conditions are expected. So be safe out there, my friend. Let's see. I think it's 4 to 6. Actually, no, it's 6 to 10 out there for you. So could get hit by a lot of rain out of that, my friend. Omnius wants to take a look here at 33584. 33584. Sefner. Hurricane warnings. So be on the lookout there, my friend. You're obviously far away from the coast for the most part. You're pretty decently away, so I shouldn't say surging would be much of a problem. Like I said, 4 to 7 foot surges out there in the Tampa Bay is kind of expected out there, my friend. So Yeah, it'll be something to watch. But obviously, like I said, your main problem is those winds, I'd say. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either on the right-hand side of the storm, and 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. It's kind of what we're talking about. All right. Whew, that's a lot of a lot of zip codes, guys. Like I said, y'all, if you guys can, please consider subscribing. You know, I never ask for much on this channel. You guys know that. It'd be greatly appreciated, guys. Jonathan, let's see, he wants me to take a look here at, let's see here, 96819, 96819 for Hawaii. Nothing going on right there. Let's see here. John 32703, 32703. Let's see. I would still theoretically say tropical storm conditions are possible, honestly. Like I said, do they have any watches out there still? Let's see. I'm gonna bring back up the tropical storm and hurricane watches, actually. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. So they extended those tropical storm watches all the way to Orlando and stuff now. Yikes. Yeah, so like I said, tropical storm conditions, I'd say, is still a possibility out there. I would monitor it. I would monitor it for sure. Let's see here. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of people are in Jacksonville. So it'll still likely remain a hurricane as it passes near Jacksonville. You're on the right-hand side, so a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out, my friend. So we'll have to watch it closely here. So be careful, my friend. In terms of rainfall out there, let's see here. Jacksonville, about 2 to 4 inches, kind of looking at. Out towards Orlando, same thing, 2 to 4 inches is expected. Forgot to look at it for the last person, so... let's see here. Benny Boy wants me to take a look here. Or sorry. Oh wait, no. Okay, Benny Boy 34212, 34212 for Florida, obviously. Hurricane warnings in place. So hurricane conditions is expected, my friend. So be safe out there. Regarding that, hurricane force winds are expected. About 4 to 6 inches of rain, I'd say, is the most probable outcome out there. So keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Kat Davis with a $3 super chat. Thank you so much, Kat. That's very sweet. I really appreciate that. Big shout out goes to you, Kat Davis. Thank you so much for helping out. That's so sweet. I really appreciate your help with the donation. It's going to help me out a lot with my personal things going on. So thank you so much. Oh, look at that. There's the cone they updated. Okay, cone is it looks like around 8 a.m. landfall with sustained winds of 115 as of now, with gusts up to 140. And, it's moved a little west, actually. Moved west of Cedar Key. Did y'all see that? Tampa's no longer in the cone of uncertainty. Wow. Okay, that's a new cone. Once again, Kat Davis, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I really appreciate that support. John says you're awesome. Thank you so much, John. And you're very welcome. Nev 34698. 34698 for... for you. So yeah, you're in a hurricane warning, so obviously hurricane conditions is expected, my friend. Let's see here. You're right next to 6 to 10 inches of rainfall being possible. So we'll need to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Chris 30436. Kat, thank you so much. It's a little late. It's a little bit late, but thank you so much. Kat, let's see here. Yeah, thank you, Kat. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. Chris, 30436. 30436. You're in Georgia. So you'll probably you might get tropical storm force winds out of this here. Yeah, you might get tropical storm force winds out of this here. I think rainfall is going to be an issue for you too. Yeah, right around 4 to 6 inches of rain is a big possibility. So tropical storm force winds and 4 to 6 inches of rain. Storms should remain to your east. The center should remain to your east, so I do not see a potential for tornadoes. Those cyclone-induced tornadoes is on the, those cyclone-induced tornadoes are basically on the right-hand side here. So that's, that's kind of what it looks like right now. Let me see here. Thank you so much. Let's see, and I saw the cone updated. Yep, I see it. Let's see here. Zachary wants me to take a look here at 33710. 33710. St. Pete. So you're in a hurricane warning, but you're not expecting direct landfall. So it is going to be passing the center over to your north. Couple tornadoes can't be ruled out near, obviously, the regions here. Obviously, hurricane force winds is expected, and 6 to 10 inches of rainfall is a good possibility. So be on the lookout, my friend. Jordan says, hey, man, thanks. So you're doing great work. What do I expect about 33539? 339. Thank you so much once again. Let's see, Zephyr Hills. Okay, so we have hurricane warnings in place, so hurricane conditions are expected. So hurricane force winds is on the forecast table for us here. About 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is in your total. So rain and a couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. Given a 5% chance of having a tornado within 25 miles of you is a possibility starting tomorrow with some of those outer bands. So gotta keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Is it possible to make another landfall after Florida, or no? That's too far out. I doubt it, though. I doubt it. Let's see here. Let's see. Noble wants me to take a look here at 33952. 33952. Port Charlotte. Yep. So you're under actually tropical storm warning. So tropical storm conditions are expected. So tropical storm force winds, my friend. Whenever it comes to the rain, about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is kind of what we're expecting out there, my friend. So still going to be pretty decent amount of rain, but it should be right around tropical storm force for you. It's going to be mostly to your north. Nico says, am I in the cone? If so, I hope you're okay. Worry about storms. So, like I said, my family lives in Florida. I have a lot of family that lives in Florida. My girlfriend lives in Florida, too. But I personally live up in Kentucky. I'm moving to Florida in 2 months. So, to all those people who've supported me, thank you so much. It's going to help out with my moving funds and stuff. But, yeah, right now I'm fine. I'm up in Kentucky. Don't worry about me. Only worry about your all self right now, okay? I'll be fine. I'll be fine because I'm not even expected to be any impacts of this. So, we'll need to... We're watching this for you guys, not me. I'll watch myself. Okay. Let's see here. ZYPH says, should I evacuate in 34601? 34601. Brooksville. I'm gonna leave that right up to you, my friend, because the cone, the center of the storm is expected to pass to your north. But you are in hurricane warnings. We are expecting hurricane conditions, so definitely got to look out there for it, my friend. We'll keep an eye on it, okay? Whenever it comes to rainfall out there, let's see. Yeah, you're right around 4 to 6 inches, my friend. So, I'm leaving that right up to you, my friend. Would I advise it? I mean, personally, maybe, because it could get pretty close to you still. I mean, even you're not in the cone, but it could get real close. So I'll keep an eye on it. Jasmine wants me to take a look here at 33712. 33712. St. Petersburg. Yeah, once again, guys, if I accidentally skip over y'all, I'm not trying to. Hurricane warnings there for you, my friend. 4 to 7 foot of storm surge. Clyde, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Saying great to see you today, Andrew. Clyde, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Big shout out. Thank you so much. But Jasmine, like I said, 4 to 7 feet of storm surge possible out there towards, St. Petersburg where you're at. Actually, like I said, we're talking 6 to 10 inches of rainfall being a potential out there. So rainfall is something you got to look out there for. Obviously, hurricane conditions are expected, so we are expecting hurricane force winds. So be safe out there, my friend. And like I said, we'll keep on watching this. Like I said, I'd recommend getting prepared today. That goes for everybody who's going to be impacted by this storm. Prepare today, because tomorrow... don't wait till last minute, because tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon is kind of your last time to prepare, because we're going to start feeling the effects tomorrow, essentially, later tomorrow. Jonathan says 34606. 34606. Spring Hill. You're still in a cone, so it still could get near you. But yeah, hurricane conditions are expected. Okay. So I am expecting the potential for hurricane conditions out there. Let's see here. We are seeing about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall being a potential for you. So a lot of rain as well. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out as well. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. What are the chances of it moving more west? In the latest run, it actually moved a little bit more to the west. It was going right over Cedar Key. Now it's slightly more to the west, but it's still east of Apalachicola. I think it's going to remain right where it's at. Models are doing their job pretty well, actually, in regarding to the track. Let's see here. 34429 says Thomas. 34429. Crystal River. So you're in the cone as well, my friend. Hurricane conditions are expected because you now have hurricane warnings, okay? So be careful out there, my friend. Let's see. Yeah, there's still a possibility it could track right over you. 4 to 6 inches of rain out of now is a problem for your location. A couple isolated tornadoes overall, but, you know, definitely should watch it, my friend. Be careful. Because, you know, there's still a shot it could go right over you, considering you're still in the cone of uncertainty. And the cone is really narrowing now. You guys see how narrow it is? It's a lot more skinnier now. Actually, look at this. Hurricane warning's going to southern Georgia now. Wow. All the way up there towards Waycross inside of those hurricane warnings. Interesting. Let's see here. Gina, once we take a look here at 34446. Let's see here. Yep, so same thing for you, my friend. Yeah, it seems like all of you guys are on Spring Hill. So same thing for most of you. Direct landfall still can't be ruled out. Hurricane conditions possible with around 4 to 6 inches of rainfall expected. Also 34607. I'm going to try to keep it mostly isolated to one. 34607. Let's see here. Oh, 34607. Yeah, we already did Wikiwashi. So, yeah, hurricane conditions expected. Same thing for them as well. You know, like I said, possible direct landfall is still not ruled out, like I said. But, like I said, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is expected. I mean, maybe even a little higher could be possible. So, definitely watch out for it, my friend. Holy cow. So, like I said, once again, if I skip over you guys, I'm not trying to. Please know that, okay? There's a lot of people I got to get to. Inspector Gadget, once we take a look here at 33635 or 3635, Tampa, Florida. Hurricane conditions expected here in a hurricane warning. The center of the storm should pass to your north, so there's a shot for a couple isolated tornadoes out of a cyclone-induced tornadoes, we call it. Could be possible. You know, definitely could be possible out there. So yeah, let's watch it. Let's watch it real closely. Like, so obviously, you know, right around actually 6 to 10 inches of rainfall out there towards Tampa is possible. So be safe, my friend. Let's see here. I'm in South Carolina. Should I worry? For coastal South Carolina, I would consider watching this. Interior, a little bit of winds and a bit of rain could be possible too, but most impacts will be for the coastlines. Let's see here. ProStyle 32054, 32054, Lake Butler. Yep, hurricane warnings. Yeah, you're gonna be getting real close, my friend. Real close to the center of this thing. So you'll probably see definitely hurricane conditions expected for you. Got to watch out for those winds. Make sure you're prepared for this. You know, have like your water, first aid kits, non-perishable foods, flashlights, extra batteries, all that stuff ready today. Make sure you have that ready right now. Okay. By today. Don't wait. Tomorrow is your last chance. But like I said, obviously, you know, today is when I would do it because we're gonna start feeling it tomorrow. So overall, that is that, my friend, and we're expecting around 4 to 6 inches of rainfall being a potential. So that is that. Let's see here. Morgan with a $5 super chat. Morgan, thank you so much. Saying good luck with your move. I hope the area you are moving to is not in the storm's path. Thank you so much, Morgan. Yeah, I'm moving out there towards Auburndale. That's where I'm going to be moving, you know, right there in Polk County. My family lives there. You know, my family has lived in Florida for a long time. But thank you, Morgan. Very sweet. Yeah, I'm moving down with my brother, actually. He lives in Florida. I'm moving in with him. And but that is very sweet of you. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Really means a lot. Thank you so much. Wolf 32306, 32306 for Tallahassee. So the storm's going to remain mostly to your east. However, you are expecting tropical storm conditions. There's tropical storm warnings in place for you. About 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is expected for your location, so keep an eye on it. AV 32757, 32757 for Mount Dora the Explorer. Tropical storm warnings in place, so tropical storm conditions are expected for you. About 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is expected out there towards Orlando, right where you're at, so that's that. Let's see here. Oh, nice. I lived in Tampa and just moved to Myrtle Beach. Gotcha. Storm is chasing me. I hear you, Morgan. Gotcha. Well, be safe out there, my friend. Matt 33770. 33770 for Largo, Florida. Yep, we're in a hurricane warning, so hurricane conditions is expected. 4 to 7 feet of storm surge out there by the coast where you're near. And about 6 to 10 inches of rainfall is in the forecast out there by Tampa. Let's see here. XERA wants me to take a look here at 33040. 33040 for Key West. Key West is under a tropical storm watch, so tropical storm conditions are possible. Same thing for the Dry Tortugas. But for you, my friend, yes, watch out for potential tropical storm force conditions. Let's see here. 1 to 2 feet of storm surge. I remember that down there, and 1 to 2 inches of rain as well. So some of those bands could impact you. We'll start feeling it tomorrow. What about Vince, Florida? Let's see, 34293. 34293. Or Venice is in that. Let's see. So you're in tropical storm warnings. So tropical storm conditions expected there for you, my friend. Let's see, about 4 to 6 inches. Yep, 4 to 6 inches across the yellow area of rainfall is expected. So yeah, definitely watch out for this, my friend. Definitely watch out for this. Let's see, Nathan. Oh, I just did that. So yeah, Nathan, be careful out there, my friend. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either. Sergo, let's see, 33907. 33907. Fort Myers. See, tropical storm warnings. So tropical storm conditions, same thing for you, my friend, is expected. Like I said, you're kind of in that same area there. So, once again, we're talking, potential of, here, I'm going to show you once again the map. We're talking the potential here of, like I said, right between 2 to 4 and 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is expected. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either with some of those bands. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Deborah with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Deborah. Greatly appreciated. Say my dad and sister lives in Jacksonville, Florida. So Jacksonville. Deborah, thank you so much. That's super sweet of you. So the cone of uncertainty still goes over Jacksonville, okay? So the center of the storm still goes over Jacksonville. And it's still supposed to be a potential hurricane by that point here. Let's see here. 65 out there. So yeah, it's still expected to be right around a hurricane. I believe they're under you're under a hurricane watch, or they're under a hurricane watch. Hurricane conditions possible. Okay, got to watch out there for Jacksonville. In terms of rainfall for these regions, about 2 to 4 inches is in the forecast. And a couple isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out. But thank you so much. Really appreciated. Sylvester 33760. 3760. Clearwater. Clearwater's under hurricane warning, by the way. Yeah, definitely expecting some heavy impacts. 6 to 10 inches of rainfall is expected out there by Tampa, where you're at, Clearwater region, and 4 to 7 feet of storm surge is expected as well. So it's gonna hit you pretty good. Michael 32174. 32174 for Ormond Beach. Tropical storm watch. So tropical storm conditions are possible. Okay, keep an eye for a few isolated tornadoes theoretically still being possible out even as far east as that. But yeah, that's that. Tornado time, once we take a look here at 32765. 32765. But yeah, rainfall out there as well, my friend, is probably going to be not as high, but I say 2 to 4 inches. Same thing for you, my friend. Northeast of Orlando. You actually got yourself a tropical storm watch, my friend, so got to keep an eye out there for that. So we'll watch it. So, like I said, 2 to 4 inches out there is expected. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. All right, let's see here. Pro style 32024. 32024. Lake City. So yeah, hurricane warnings in place. Dude, you, my friend, are expected to be right in towards the middle of it. You're probably gonna feel those winds pretty. You're gonna feel those winds pretty strong out there, my friend. So you gotta really be on the lookout for it. Yeah. Also, possibly even you're not in it right now, but if you're near that center point, possibly 6 to 10 inches of rainfall could be a possibility. 4 to 6 right now is the forecast, but know that this map changes quite often because it's strictly reliant on the speed, the intensity, and the track. So those 3 main things out there. See, Edward says thank you for all you do. You're very welcome. Titan 32064. 32064. Live Oak. Yep, hurricane warning, same thing for you, my friend. The storm's eye, the center, is right now expected to pass slightly to your south, but it could go directly over you, or even to your north. So you're in that cone of uncertainty, but you're towards the middle of it. So definitely expect some hurricane conditions out there. Like I said, right now 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is possible. Depending if the center goes to your east or to your west. If it goes to your west, the center, a few isolated tornadoes can be expected or potentially possible. I wouldn't say expected, I'd say possible. And if it passes to your east, the center, you're in the clean side, on the western side of the system, which could allow for maybe, really no tornado probability. So that's good. Let's see here. Contagious 33614, 33614. Tampa. Yep, hurricane warnings out there, my friend. Once again, for where you're at, my friend, we're talking literally 6 to 10 inches of rainfall being possible out there towards the coast out there in Tampa Bay. 4 to 7 foot of surge is expected, and hurricane force winds is in the forecast here. So be safe out there. Let's see here. No problem. He's working hard, says Deborah. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I just care about you guys. I just care about y'all's safety. That's literally all I care about. So once again. Y'all be safe out there. Should I leave my wife and house behind? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Let's see here. Contagious 33614. Oh, we just looked at there. Okay. Let's see here. Import nights. See 29210. 29210. Columbia, South Carolina. So the center should track to your south. I'd say hurricane conditions are theoretically possible. I think you're going to get a lot of rain out of this here, actually. Yeah, we're talking about 4 to 6 inches of rain there for you. So I think it's a possibility. Contagious, thanks again. You're very welcome. Wasn't Tampa in the cone? Yeah, the latest cone just came out and it moved it out of Tampa. Also, it kept it east of Apalachicola. So we're really closing down on it now. So we're definitely closing down on it now. Let's see here. Crop circle 32608. 32608. Gainesville, hurricane warnings. You're expected to see the worst of the storm, unfortunately, or some of the worst of it. Gainesville's got to really be looking out for this, my friends. So we'll definitely be watching this one closely. So yeah, hurricane conditions expected. Okay. In terms of rainfall expectancy, we're talking right around 4 to 6 inches. That's kind of what we're looking at. So that is that is that. Let's see here. Import Knight says thank you, sir. You're very welcome. Let's see, when will it hit? So it's expected to hit here for basically late tomorrow. We're gonna start feeling those bands tomorrow. I said late tomorrow, and they're gonna continue into obviously the worst effects is gonna be for Monday morning. But overall, that's that. Man, oh man. All right. So like I said, latest cone has this thing hitting pretty good. Obviously, right there in the Big Bend, kind of where we're expecting this thing to make landfall. So we'll have to watch out for it. Brittany says hi. See Ruskin @ 33570. 33570. Ruskin, Florida. Hurricane warnings. So obviously, like I said, we're set 6 to 10 inches of rainfall possible. Hurricane warnings are in place, so hurricane conditions is expected out there, my friend. So you're gonna definitely have to watch this one. And like I said, we're talking 4 to 7 feet of surging out there towards Tampa. So yeah, definitely be careful. Jerome, let's see, 34652, 34652, Newport Richie. Hurricane warning in place. Same thing for you, my friend. Yeah, 6 to 10 inches of rain. Surges 4 to 7 feet. Cynthia, 34208, 4208. Let's see. Yeah, kind of the same thing for you as well. Same thing for you. Yep. Hurricane conditions expected. Like I said, between 6 and 10 inches of rainfall, and like I said, that's kind of what you need to look out there for. Katie 34771, 34771, 347. So St. Cloud here. You, my friend, are expected 2 to 4 inches of rainfall out there by Orlando. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either, and tropical storm watches. So tropical storm conditions is possible. See, I'm not in danger. South Mississippi is in a drought. Do I think that the storm could bring rain to Mississippi? Probably not. Probably not much. I mean, we have 1 to 2 inches maybe for the southern side. If you isolated a little bit more, but I don't expect much out of it for Mississippi. Yeah, you probably won't feel much about it. Let's see here. Suspicious fish. Let's see here. Once we take a look here, 33543, 543. Wesley Chapel. Hurricane warning, same thing for you, my friend. 6 to 10 inches of rainfall. Let's see. So we're also talking, like I said, between 4 and 7 feet of surges. So here's the surge map, 4 to 7 feet. So that's the surges. So yeah, be careful out there, my friend. Thanks. You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome, my friend. Whew. It's a lot of zip codes, y'all. I mean, we've done at least a couple hundred. So if you guys could please consider subscribing, y'all, be greatly appreciated. Todd 33860, 33860 for Mulberry. Let's see here. So yeah, you're under actually tropical storm warning. So we're expecting tropical storm conditions here. Let's see here. So right around 4 to 6 inches of rainfall is in the forecast, and a few isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out. Let's see here. Sonia 30461. Let's see here. Statesboro. Got to watch out there for this. So tropical storm conditions possible. Bit of heavy rainfall as well could be a possibility. All right. Shoot, we've been live for over 2 hours. All right, well, guys, I think I'm gonna take a break here for a minute on this, on these for now. I've been doing this for over an hour, you all, for over the forecast for over an hour. But would y'all care if I took like a 5-minute break, 5-10 minute break maybe? You know, that way I could kind of rest my voice, maybe get something to drink real quickly as well. It's a little hectic. Edward said, "Oh, thank you, Edward, for becoming remaining a tropical storm for 11 months. Thank you so much. Have to run deal with the damage I got Saturday. Oh, stay safe out there, Edward. Sorry about that. Hope everything's all right with you." See your Wolf. I think we already did Wolf. 32920. 32920. Cape Canaveral. Not expecting much impacts out there. See, yes. Okay. Take a break, get a Kit Kat. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, y'all. All right, give me like 5-10 minutes, guys. You know, y'all just jam out to some tunes for a minute while we wait. So I just need a mental break for a second, because you know, doing all these zip codes for a couple hours straight is not real healthy for mental state. So I'm gonna take a minute to just relax, decompress for a few minutes. I'm gonna be gone for 10 minutes, guys. So we're gonna set this for 10 minutes. 5 minutes goes way too fast for breaks, so all right. We'll be back here starting now in 10 minutes. If you guys have not already, please subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. Maybe share this live stream with a friend or family member. Don't go anywhere, guys, and we will be back here soon. All right, guys, take care and be safe out there. We'll catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you later. Alrighty, guys, we are back here with the live stream. Hope everyone's doing good. Like I said, I had to take a few minutes just to kind of uncompress here for a minute. Already back at it. Alright, let's see here. So Lola, once we take a look here at 34994, see 34994 for Stuart, Florida. You are good, my friend. Yeah, I'm not expecting too much impacts out there towards the southeastern side. Once again, this is mostly a concern for the western and kind of north central sides of Florida, north central side of Florida. It's the biggest concern. Let's see here. Inspector Gadget says, dude, it's your channel. Take the time you need. You don't need our permission. I know, but like I said, obviously, I care about you guys, and I want to get the information out as I can. Because, you know, like I said, obviously, I really do care about you guys. You know, all of y'all on the path of this thing. I mean, it's gonna hit pretty hard, and I'm gonna, you know, make sure that I can, you know, prepare you guys for it. That's all we care about. Let's see here. Chance of the shifting east more. It's actually moving west now, it looks like. It was supposed to make landfall near Cedar Key in the last cone, and now it's shifted slightly to the west. So, where am I moving to Florida? Auburndale, Lakeland area. Because that's where my brother lives. I'm gonna be moving down. He's getting a new house. He's lived in Florida for a long time. He's getting a new house, and I'm gonna be moving in with him. So, be with my brother. Let's see. Sylvia wants me to take a look here at let's see here, 32439 32439. Okay. Freeport, my friend. So you are pretty much fine. Obviously, we're not really seeing too much heavy impacts for you. A little bit of rain could be possible. Like I said, right now we're talking about, let's see here, right around 2 to 4 across the green, which you're pretty much west of that. So 1 to 2 inches is kind of the standpoint I'd be in. Let's see here. So yeah, definitely got to be looking out there for that. You know, definitely got to keep an eye out there for this overall. Once again, in the current state of the storm right now, this thing is a tropical storm here. Tropical storm right now, like I said, with sustained winds up to, like I said, 65. So constant winds of 65, with gusts getting up to 75 right now. So it's definitely, definitely kicking up in some strength right now. It's definitely, really starting to get a bit of its speed. But like I said, right now they just issued those set of hurricane warnings out for like Tampa, St. Petersburg. Obviously for like Lakeland, there's tropical storm warnings in place. So let's see here. See, thank you. You're very welcome. See, Russell. See, 32708. 32708. Winter Springs. Okay, so yeah, you're my friend are in a tropical storm watch, so tropical storm conditions are possible. About 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is possible with a few isolated tornadoes, and some of those bands can't be ruled out. So, gonna have to watch it, my friend. Let's see here. See, why aren't they evacuating? I've never seen this before. It's 2.5 million people in the cone. Yeah. Like I said, if you're along the coastline, especially in Cedar Key, Horseshoe Beach area, I would evacuate. You know, that's an area I would evacuate if I was in. That's just not a good place to be. You know, not a good place to be. So, like I said, please be careful out there. Across the way. Once again, Cedar Key, Horseshoe Beach area. That's where we're expecting landfall right now. Let's see here. Julia decided to just join again. What's up, Julia? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But like I said, guys, yeah, once again, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. We're going to be here for you guys. Like I said, right now we do have ourselves, some of those hurricane warnings, even for portions of Georgia, like Waycross, see Dew Point here, Lakeland, Georgia. Valadosa. Yeah, we have hurricane warnings in place out there, so we'll have to really be watching out for it, my friend. Like I said, right now the latest cone has us in Cat 3, as we were expecting here. Cat 3 sustained winds of 115 expected upon landfall, with gusts up to 140. So, let's see here. TB9 says hello, everyone. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Hope everything's all right with you. See, major hurricane. Yes, it is. It's expected to be. Derek wants me to take a look here at 34479. See, 34479. Ocala. Gotcha. Yeah, I think Ocala has a potential of seeing some activity out of this. Obviously, Ocala is under a hurricane warning, so hurricane conditions is expected out there, my friend. So if you're in Ocala, definitely got to look out there for it, my friend. We'll continue to monitor this situation here overall. And I think you're in you might even be in hurricane watch here. Regardless, hurricane conditions is possible. You are still in the cone of uncertainty, so this thing could still steer as far east as over Ocala. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out, and whenever it comes to the the rain expectancy out of this event here, right around 4 to 6 inches is the the point of what we're expecting. See here. Welcome back. Second cup of coffee is better than the first. I hear ya, Jessica. Ocala. Yeah, we were just talking about Ocala. Yeah, so keep it out there for hurricane conditions being possible. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. So yeah. Super jet fuel water. Yeah, no, it's very hot water. Very, very hot. Very, very hot oceanic surface temperatures. A lot of moisture included. A lot of wind, or lack of wind shear, I should say. It's good for the storm. Wow, look at that. They updated the cone for Franklin. Max 145 sustain. Dude, this thing's going to go Cat 5. This thing very well could go Cat 5. Not the one that's hitting Florida, by the way. This is Franklin. This is the one that's going to hit near Bermuda. Shoot, I think this thing could go Cat 5. Because at this point here, it's only 2 mile an hour off from being considered a Cat 5. Gusts up to 190. Shoot. That's crazy. Let's see, April. Let's take a look here at 32043. 32043. Green Grove Springs, or Green Cove Springs, sorry. So yeah, you, my friend, I believe you're under hurricane watch, or sorry, tropical storm watches. So definitely got to watch out there for it. Definitely need to be paying attention to this one here. A couple isolated tornadoes can't be ruled out either, so we're gonna definitely need to be paying attention to this, my friend. Went to the beach last weekend. It was warmer than normal. Yeah, it's a very hot ocean right now. A very hot Gulf too. Do I think the storm is going more east? I think it's going more west now. Because, like I said, obviously we had Cedar Key. That was the area that was chosen from the last cone. And now the recent cone has it going a little bit more to the west over Horseshoe Beach. So it's shifting ever so slightly to the west now. But like I said, I'm still expecting this thing to make landfall in, the Big Bend here. Big Bend here. Only a few hurricanes, storms, but these are mega strong. Oh yeah, both of them are really strong. Hit 106, world record for temps off the Keys. Wow, 106 Fahrenheit. That's hotter than body temperature. That is crazy. Holy cow. Let's see. Julia says, in my opinion, if I was in Gainesville, would I evacuate? If you already answered this, ignore me. So Gainesville, personally, I would consider it. I mean, obviously you're not going to have any surging issues, so that's good. But you are going to get some really strong winds out of this, and like I said, likely hurricane winds. Obviously, a couple tornadoes can't be ruled out either. If you're in a low-lying spot too, we're talking like 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. Me, the crazy person I am, I would stay because I love hurricanes. I love tropical systems. I'm just a crazy weather dude. I chase storms and stuff. Yeah, that's my thing. But for an average folk, man, that's a really tough one. But I'd say possibly, would probably be a good idea. Because Gainesville's right near that center point too, and they're gonna get some pretty strong. See, Tampa now out of the cone. Yeah, Tampa's out of the cone now. But still, hurricane warnings are in place for Tampa. Weatherman says it could be another Michael. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. We will see about that. Let's see here. Eating his own words. Yeah. Yeah, try not to mention other channels on this, on our channel here, y'all. Let's see here. Gainesville's under a hurricane watch. It might have power outages for days. So TV9, they're actually now under a hurricane warning in Gainesville. Gainesville, Florida is under a hurricane warning. They literally just like 30 minutes ago just came across, they transitioned the watches now into warnings. So we're now seeing those warnings in place. And yeah, Gainesville, Florida is in a hurricane warning. So got to watch out there for that. See, and they might have power outages for days. Yeah, expect power outages to certainly happen. How about new Dustin? Can you give me a zip code for that? It's like I said, it's a lot easier if I just do zip codes. Keeps it nice and simple. What are the chances it makes landfall way more south than expected? Unlikely, very unlikely. Like I said, I'm very confident with the cone. I don't see that being a big problem. Where it's at is where I think it's going to end up. It's been like that for days, actually. I mean, yeah, you've probably seen the cone shift around a little bit, but actually, the Big Bend is where this has always been making landfall for the most part. Absolute monster in warm waters. Yeah, unfortunately. Like I said, I'm personally thinking Cat 3, upper Cat 3, lower Cat 4. Let's see here. I had 7 calls back. Mario County storm surges warning. Should I be worried? See, you said for Marion. Did I say Mario? Marion County, Florida. Is that near Ocala? That's Ocala's county, right? Surges will be a problem for the coast near Ocala to the west. So, let's see here. Missing. Here we go. 32168. 32168. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're on the other side of Florida. So you're under a tropical storm watch. So tropical storm conditions are possible. About 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is expected, and a few isolated tornadoes out of some of those outer bands could be a possibility out there. Yep. So once again, right around 2 to 4 inches, what we're expecting out there towards your location, my friend. So just keep an eye on it. It's going to need to be monitored. I mean, tropical storm force winds is possible too. So you're not in a warning, you're in a watch, meaning it's possible. Warning means take action. It's likely and expected to happen. And obviously, if you're in a watch, it means that, it's possible. It's possible. Finding Florida 33712. 33712. St. Pete. So yeah, St. Petersburg looks like it's going to get hit hard. 6 to 10 inches of rain out there towards Tampa Bay, as well as 4 to 7 foot of surging expected to. A couple isolated tornadoes and hurricane force winds. So yeah, I think St. Pete's going to get hit pretty good by this one. Destin says, thank you. Very welcome. Vic, let's see here. Vicky wants me to take a look here at 33990. Cape Coral. Okay, so you're, my friend, under a tropical storm warning, so tropical storm conditions is expected. So yeah, tropical storm possible. Yeah, so tropical storm conditions is expected, meaning you got to prepare for tropical storm force winds. Right there, you're kind of in the zone of around 4 to 6 inches. So definitely keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Finding Florida 33712. We just did that one. Okay. I was making sure I didn't skip over that by accident. Because I'm not trying to skip anybody. Trying to get to everybody as I can. But let's see. Joyce has been popping in and out, so appreciative of your coverage. Well, thank you, Joyce. It's greatly appreciated. Like I said, I care about you guys. I want to make sure you all are being safe out there. And I want to do whatever I can. Look at that. That area is supposed to get rocked. Imagine if there was like a land over here. Say both these storms cross right over. Like, wow. Let's see here. Know one thing, getting out with my metal detector after the storm. Why? So you can find a bunch of scrap metal everywhere. Bunch of, like gutter siding and stuff. Can I do 32246? 32246. No, on the beach, though, I'm sure, obviously the erosion... I see that. I think that's what you mean. Jacksonville, I'd say hurricane conditions are definitely possible. Like I said, this thing's still supposed to be a hurricane as it passes through Jacksonville. So we'll keep an eye on it for sure. In terms of rainfall out there, let's see. About 2 to 4 inches is expected out there, so decent amount. When do I expect it to be a hurricane? Very soon. Very soon. This afternoon to evening. Crazy how two hurricanes will be close together. 2 major hurricanes. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, they're relatively close to each other, I guess. First one's going through between Bermuda and the U.S. See, best stuff, watch it up after hurricane, find tons of jewelry, etc. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, thank you. Very welcome. But, all right, so that's that, y'all. That is essentially what we are seeing out there. Let's see here. Fish apocalypse. The fish apocalypse, of course. But, no, it's it's getting a little interesting out there. All right. Well, guys, I think I might call it a stream here soon. We've been live for about 3 hours. I'm going to do another live stream tonight, guys, whenever we get a new update coming through. My hair's sticking up back there. I'm going to do another update, y'all, another live stream tonight, probably around 8 p.m. or so, 8 p.m. Eastern. So, we'll be coming in with the new updates and all that stuff. So, I will be live again. Like I said, yeah, we've been live for about 3 hours, which that's good coverage. God, my hair's sticking up on that one side. Where's it at? There we go. That's better, I guess. Let's see. When do I expect this thing to go over? Perry 32347. Let's see. 32347. Perry. It'll be passing in the morning. Kind of late morning. Jessica says, thank you for all the information you're putting out here for all the Warrior people I've been watching. Love the storm progresses. You're very welcome, Jessica. Very welcome. Like I said, I care about you guys. I care about y'all. Let's see. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be doing another live stream, y'all, tonight. Right around 8 o'clock or so, I'm thinking. So we'll continue to monitor this, guys. Okay. TV9 says, thank you so much for keeping us informed. You're very welcome, TV9. Clint says, hey, what's up, Clint? Hope you're doing good, man. Let's see, what about Sarasota? So Sarasota is actually under a tropical storm warning and a hurricane watch. So, got to watch out for possible hurricane conditions, but tropical storm conditions as of now is expected. So, let's see here. So down there, actually, we're talking about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall, kind of expected. Yeah, like I said, we're talking upon landfall about 6 to 8 here. Right there to Big Bend, out through like Tampa, Lakeland, Ocala, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. That's kind of what we're looking at. Thank you so much for keeping us informed. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Let's see, Nico says, yes, thank you, Andrew. Very welcome. You guys are very welcome. I have dishes to do and video games to play. Okay, Prepper, sounds good. You have fun with that, Prepper. Alright, you guys. Well, like I said, we're going to go ahead and call it a stream here for now. Once again, if you guys did enjoy it, please do me a favor. Consider subscribing, leaving a like, and sharing this with your friends and family. Like I said, tell them to hit that subscribe button and maybe share it as well. It's good to distribute and get the word out there, guys. So if you guys could help me do that, that would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, we love you guys. I love every single one of y'all. I want to make sure you guys are being safe out of this and all that stuff. Is vacating to the Keys a good idea? I would hold off for a little bit. I mean, we have tropical storm conditions possible out there. Wouldn't advise. You probably won't see too much. Probably won't be too good. So, let's see, mention contaminated fuel at gas stations. Ooh, that wouldn't be good. Would not be good. April says thank you. You're very welcome, April. You are very welcome. All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead over here to the ending screen here. So the stream's going to head off here in about 2 minutes. So if you guys have anything you want to go ahead and say in the chat before the stream ends, go ahead and start saying that now. To our donators, I got to give a big thank you to our donators here for today's live stream. We had a couple donators today. We had MP. Thank you so much, MP. We had Andy. We had Kat, Clyde, Morgan, and Deborah. Thank you so much, guys. Deborah, Morgan, Clyde, Kat, Andy, and MP. Thank you guys for helping out the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you guys do want to help us out, like I said, if you guys would like to support us directly, like I said, we do have ourselves a Venmo. It's at NWW116. Like I said, I don't ask for much on this channel. Like I said, that's if you wanted to. Just know that that's an option. But I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you all for being here. You guys absolutely rock. We love you all, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And, all right. Well, we'll catch you guys later today. Like I said, turn post notifications on. We'll go live probably around 8 o'clock, I'm thinking. And, all right. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the timer here now, guys. So, timer's going to start going down right now. So, we'll catch you guys here in a little bit, y'all. And, all right, be safe out there. We love you guys. Be careful. And we will see you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. Be safe. We love you. See you later.